classes all the way to the top. We made some good progress yesterday, but not quite there yet. Yeah, I don't even know what else to do. It's a good amping up. Alright. There's some decks that I was playing in the 9-deck rotation I wasn't feeling yesterday. Some of the decks were kind of weaker. The Priest was really cool. Not sure if it was very strong. The Warlock was the weakest overall win rate wise. The Hunter was pretty bad as well. So I need to switch some things out. The Demon Handlock was doing crap. And the Priest was doing pretty mediocre. The Tempo Mage needed some tweaks. Did I already tweaks? So I was running 2 images and like an effigy. And I feel like just 2 images, 2 missiles is like too much low curve. So I want to like make this a little higher somehow. I seen Dog playing Tempo Mage the other day. He seemed pretty solid. So let me try and look at his list, get some assistance. You got both of the images, which makes sense if you're running a double effigy deck. You run 2 effigy, 1 counterspell. Flamestrick, Ronin? That curve seems to partially though. I don't know, I'll try it. I don't want to play Ronin though, because I don't have it. Crossbow, missiles, what do I have over? I have Spell Slingers over here. He has Ronin and what? For Spell Slingers. I don't even have enough dust to make Ronin, bro. Oops. I just keep the Spell Slingers. Spell Slinger is kind of cute with counterspell because you're like guaranteed to have counterspell value at some point in the game. Kind of like that. This Hunter deck ended up being pretty trashed here, so I saw a Hunter deck on Twitter today from our good friend from Tempo Storm, Wreckful. So I'm gonna net deck Wreckful's deck. It seemed pretty cool. It seemed like fun too, like more different than just like some more Face Hunter. Because like that's always an option, right? You can build Face Hunter, but it's like I don't want to do that. I want to have a stream that's enjoyable to watch. So he got Legend with this sort of Hunter deck, and it's a Beast Hunter synergy deck. It runs 2 Ram Wranglers too, so you can have some Ram Wrangler moments. You just Ram Wrangler, some King Crush, or Ram Wrangler 1/1 to lose the game. Some pretty key Hearthstone RNG flip moments. That'd be pretty dope. Alright. Let's do it. Got the 1 kill command, 1 power shot. Some more TGT cards too, pretty sweet. Get to try out some more new stuff. Alright, I'm missing 1 card. Always missing 1 card. The Hunter mark. Cool. Alright, so what else did I not really enjoy? The Demon Handlock. I gotta find a Warlock deck that's solid. Anybody got any Warlock decks that they would recommend from chat that you've seen doing work? I haven't seen too many solid Warlocks at all. We've seen a lot of really bad Handlock decks and a lot of really bad Zoo decks since TGT. Nothing really like that's been like, wow, I really want to play that, you know? Anybody? Tank Steed, Anima Golem. Alright, you guys are trolls. Alright, I'm gonna just hop in it and When we get to Warlock, I guess I'll figure something out. But I'm ready to play, man. I'm ready to play. I'm not here sitting here just trying to build decks the whole time. Alright. Solid. So against Druid, I like either two types of hands. So there's two different game plans to try and go for. The first game plan would be early game patrons, trying to make get a Despite Inner-Rage patron and try to make patrons on 4 before Druid has enough mana to really react to it. It's pretty hard for them to deal with 4 patrons on only 6 mana. They can deal with 4 patrons later in the game on a higher mana total, but early game it's pretty difficult for them. So if you can get the patrons out there really fast, you can blow them out of the water, crush them. That's awesome. But with this hand, I have early game minions here, and I can just curve 2 into 3 and try and look for some more pressure to go along with the minions, and you can actually just pressure them out while they're trying to Wild Growth and Mana Accelerate. So since I already have 2 pieces of that sort of hand, I'm going to keep this sort of hand, try and find like a weapon, a Gnomish Inventor, or anything that can kind of tempo out with that, and try and just keep sort of even with them on board until I can make patrons at a later state. Because when you really can't make patrons is if they start sticking 2 creatures on the board. Because if they have a creature stuck on the board, that obviously trades with one of your patrons. But if you can somehow keep even with them on the board with like little shitter minions, then it's going to be a lot harder for them to deal with all your patrons, and you finally get the ability to extend with patrons. So I'm just trying to stay even with them on board, which is like good if I'm cycling, right? It's really hard to keep even with them, especially against Druid, who's trying to play like the strongest minion every turn, and I'm playing like a utility minion that goes into all these other different slots in my deck besides just being stat for stat. So trying to keep up can be a little bit difficult, but I think with this hand I can do it. It's pretty sweet. If we're even when we drive Emperor too, it's like a pain in the ass for Druid to deal with that unless they have like they swipe hero power. It's one of their best ways, and that's 6 mana to kill a 6 mana card. War X here is just so amazing. Since everyone's playing 2 of these now, War X has just gone way up as a keep in the matchup. Originally it was still a keep, I think, because there was Piloted Shredder that they would always have out there, and it's just like trades 1 for 1 with that, so you don't have to use your first Despite on that, so you can save your first Despite for first patron activation. So like either way it was good for you, and now War X is just even better. So like always keep War X against Druid now. Wow. That is a weak turn, bro. Now we have options. So we have the Frothing, which is our strongest extension on the board. We have the Acolyte of Pain, which curves into his Keeper, which could be pretty shit for us, because yeah, getting silenced is kind of a bummer. We do have Slam in our hand to possibly activate it ourselves later, but Slam in this matchup is better usually for removing. I like extending the Frothing. We have the weapon to help deal with the Shredder, which is an optimal stat for stat drop, and then the Slam to follow behind that, or even just the Unstable Ghoul coin the Acolyte behind it. Just to make him playing the Keepers a lot more awkward, because when he plays the Keeper, we have something on the board that's going to be hitting him in the face. So we get some chip damage and we get some presence here. And if he swipes it, then we're like just infinitely ahead at that point. So yeah, I like this. And then if he swipes it, then we can just like play Acolyte of Pain and not coin this out, and then he Keepers the Acolyte, and then we can trade the Acolyte and the War X and coin this out, and then we're all good to go with the Emperor on an empty board, and he's down the swipe. So we're going to try and get to that situation. Hey, what's up, Passive? Or Passes HS? Hey, Lavina. Oh, you're moving. That's pretty sweet. Did we get a sub? I saw some sub hype emotes. Oh no, I just hyped for the stream starting. Dope. Alright, so now we're gonna do that plan that I just said. We're gonna play Acolyte of Pain. He's gonna Keeper it. We're gonna coin Emperor. So I don't want to coin this because that prevents me from coining Emperor. The question is, do I want to Inner Rage it? Yeah, I do. I want to get 1 card out of this at least. The Inner Rage isn't as solid without the Patron in my hand. I just want to move towards better things. So now he Keepers it, and then we get the Emperor up for free. Oh, he doesn't have the Keeper. Ooh, that opens him up to Living Roots though. Maybe I shouldn't have Inner Raged it, huh? If I waited to Inner Rage it, you can Living Roots it there, and then we could deal out the Emperor better. Maybe that was a misplay. Okay. Didn't account for Living Roots, so that was a bit of a slip up there. We would have been so much far ahead if I had not interaged it, because they can't Living Roots it there, so he holds Living Roots in his hand, we interage it, trade, and then coin the Emperor. So that was a mistake. Assuming he has Shredder. Living Roots. So now what am I doing? I guess I should pop it still first, see what comes out, and then try and adjust from there. Alright, perfect. We have a minion that can't contest it. So, I mean, we get rewarded, but, like, we should have probably not interaged it to play around that incident, because the one card's not worth as much as the ability to guaranteed get the Emperor out for free. Makes sense. Are you able to join the open tournament now? Not yet. I'm still teasing about it, guys, but I will eventually make it available for you guys to open. It's not going to be available to open until about the 14th, which is a week before the actual start date. Well, it doesn't start date till the 22nd, but yeah. So you got a bit of time, but that logo is just too sick not to show off, man. Alright. So yeah, just kill Pangolier. I think playing one of these is fine. Probably gonna Battle Rage for 3 soon. Whew. Alright, we can draw a bunch of cards. How do I want to draw cards here? Don't really want to use the Death Blade. I could probably just like Slam Throw this. Wait to draw cards again. We don't need the... We're not under any pressure, so I don't think there's any rush in the matter. Whenever I'm swinging with this Deathbite, though, I want to hopefully be injuring both of these minions and drawing cards off of it. But there's nothing to swing at right now. I don't want to lose the value of just not being able to kill a Druid minion with it. So I'm going to wait until he has a minion up for me to kill with it before I actually use it. Also, this just keeps like my Patron top deck live, especially with all these cards and they can combo with Patron. Even though we have the second Deathbite, it's just like, you can't just throw away that value on nothing. Well, he's killing my minions every time. It's annoying. So, I mean, I can play the Acolyte swing. Hopefully I draw a minion here. I mean, the Unstable Bull, not the Acolyte. Hopefully I do draw an Acolyte, though. Armor Smith, that is perfect. So I can swing and draw 3 cards here, which is ideal. I don't see any reason to like swing face and execute that. There's much better targets for execute besides that, especially since we don't know if he's playing Ancient War or any other bigger minions, and also we have like the mana to just deal everything we want to do this turn. So execute's a lot better when you don't actually have the mana to do what you want to do, so you can kind of sneak in some things that are otherwise unattainable, whereas this turn, nothing really to sneak in. You show deck, it's Patron, man. Okay, how do I want to deal with this board? So, do I want to even deal with this board? Because I can start trying to set up lethal here pretty soon. The problem is the Ezra Drake, I guess, is kind of annoying. I mean, just like the combo, 2 minions combo. It's a lot of damage. Let's start with shield block, try and see what we can find here. I can't really get this Acolyte down even though I want to, because I want to get the Deathbite set up so I can try and push for lethal in the upcoming turns. So I want to Deathbite him in the face. How much damage is combo through this ghoul? He can get 14 plus 4 is 18, 18 plus 9 is 27, 27 minus 2 is 25. And he has to go through the ghoul, so there's no way we're dying here. So I can just Deathbite face, armor, go all face, and then just like deal with this later. Or kill him, like, we were really close to being able to kill him. We got the Warsong Frothing, Execute, Deathbite Swing, Whirlwinds, and he's his minions on board, so we're going to set up to try and kill him here. He can get punished a lot by Harrison Jones. He hasn't had it on previous turns. We've been holding the Deathbite above his head the whole game, so I mean, like, we should be fine. swipe to the dome. That is only going to be dealing 2 damage, right? Because we get the armor here. Oh, we get another armor there. He does clear our whole board though, so that's pretty sweet for him. Alright, so how much damage is... There'd be 6 minions on the board and 2 whirlwinds. So that is 6 plus 6 is 12. And then this can trade in for 13, 14. And then we get 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 damage. So that's exactly equal. Cool. That worked out well. I'm not awake enough for this shit. Oh god, no. I just played it in the wrong way. I thought this was a Warsong Commander. It doesn't have charge now. What the hell? Oh, the throws. Now I'm dead. Okay, now I gotta figure out how are we building this puzzle now. We can still try and find Patron. There's some things we can do here. Oh my god. Wrong card. Feels bad, man. Alright, so I want to execute that, I guess. Alright, let's just slam and then swing. Wow. Alright, we get the Battle Rage if we want it. I'm afraid of combo though, those cards have been sitting there a long time. Is there any way we can get out of combo range here? Like, any reasonable way? This Sylvanas is a pain in the ass. There's no reasonable way we're getting out of combo range. I'll just armor pass. We have 2 patrons left, 1 frothing. If we hit either of them, we're fine. I had the exact lethal there, but I just played the cards in the wrong order. I thought the frothing was a Warsong Commander. Okay, good. Alright, that was the first game at 5 in the morning. It's okay. I thought we played very well. Aside from playing the cards in the wrong order, we had everything set up perfectly. Alright, Shaman moving on to the next deck. Okay. Priest versus Shaman is generally kind of tough as we're trying to get board control and they have so many AoEs to try and deny us from it, but I think we should be okay here. We have kind of a lot of late game threats in our deck, so hopefully it can work out for us in our favor. And a lot of the priests have been cutting down on a lot of the AoE. They've been playing more sort of dragon priest sort of stuff, so I feel more comfortable in the matchup overall, but not sure exactly what kind of list he's playing. But as far as matchups go with Shaman, I don't think actually dragon priest is that bad. But we'll see. Well, he missed his 1 drop and his 2 drop, so feeling pretty good about that. Get the greetings here. So I guess he's got something. Unless maybe he thought I was Mech Shaman, so he's giving me the greetings because he's like, what the hell, this guy's playing regular Shaman? Alright, we have Coin Shredder into... what? Or we have Totem Golem into 3 mana next turn doing nothing. I think just getting the Shredder out is much better. Priest can oftentimes struggle with 4 power minions, especially Shredder, because it's annoying as hell. We have a lot of late game threats too to curve out into, which sometimes is a problem with Shaman, so seems pretty sweet. Shadow Man is taking my 1/1s. Okay. Take my 1/1s. Ooh. Do I want to trade the player on Holy Nova? Does he get a Holy Nova and then like bump? He's like, nah. I'm gonna push the 4 damage. We got Alakir in hand, we got Boom in hand, we got threats in hand, we are pushing face damage. We're trying to kill him. Holy Nova is not that good for him, so if he's got it, I don't even care. Yeah, he's making the trades for us, so it's okay. Oh my god, and we get a 4-3 out of the 4-3. Got him, man. Well, 4-3s do not line up with Belcher well, I tell you what. What are we doing here? I guess we're just playing Ezreal passing, and then maybe Lightning Storming next turn to try and clear this off after it makes this trade. Maybe it trades here, and we get the 2-drop to help clear us off. We get a Flame Tongue Totem that can buff up, but Nothing hits for 5. Nothing hits for 5. So he might need a Lightning Storm next turn, so hopefully he doesn't play... Oh, he's got a Cabal in hand. He's popping that and trying to Cabal. 3 Power Minion, come on. Still, I mean, that helps us with our Lightning Storm. He's debating whether or not he wants to Cabal this since there's good Cabal targets against Shaman, but we know based on those trades he has to have a Cabal in hand. And here it is, that's it. He's playing it, come on, what are you doing? Oh, Alchemy Circling, maybe he doesn't have a Cabal, he's just got Alchemy Circle, okay. I can understand this line as well. Makes some sense. Alright. If I Loatheb, he can kill it with a hero power and move on with his day. If I Lightning Storm, I got 50-50 to kill it. If I kill it, it's really good. I can develop a Totem Golem, and then how much mana do I have going on in my next turn? That's also a concern. No. I don't think it's straight to Lightning Storm this. I think it's too weak to Lightning Storm. I want to play Boom next turn. I'm just going to Ezra Drake, let him get the value if he wants to take it. And then I can Boom. It's a shame we didn't have Fire Elemental there. Fire Elemental would have been super dirty right there. Alright, what is he trying to do here? He's playing Circles, which means he's probably playing Cabal. Yeah, Light of the Nard. He's extending more into a possible Lightning Storm. Oh, he's gonna hold back at this point. Okay. Well, the Fire Elemental is still solid. The problem is this sticks around, which he can get like 2 heal buffs to then trade up into it, which could be kinda awkward. So maybe Fire Elemental is not the play. If this wasn't here, I could get through and just like Rock Biter that, which would be pretty sweet. I think Boom is fine though. Boom like has a bunch of targets for Boombast that they can clean up on. Seems pretty good. Who would have thought Dr. Boom on 7 still pretty good? Things that we don't want to see are like what? Like even another circle is not even the end of the world because his whole board has to die in the process, right? So it's like it's not even bad. Not even bad. I think it's good. So how many Light Bombs do I think he plays since he's playing Alchemy Circle combo? Like, oftentimes, Light Bomb's not in Alchemy Circle sort of decks, but Cabals are. 2 Shadow Menace can sometimes be standard, Shrinkmeisters are a thing. There's the Cabal we thought he had. Makes sense. I want to just trade this, I guess. Plays around Shadow Madness and like Cabal things happening. Plus, we might not be able. We can save like the Rock Biter here potentially if we get some good RNG here. Then I take the 50-50 on the Boombot to hit the thing. Nope, missed. Alright, that's fine. And then I'll just go here and Rock Biter it. Like we can go down low against Priest. I don't think it's too big of a concern for us. Having just 1 Fire Elemental out is kind of weak to Shadow or Death though. So that's why I don't really like the development is too much, but. If he doesn't have the Shadow or Death, we can just pull really far ahead and try and set up for an Aleki or Flame Tongue Totem lethal. Because we can Loatheb next turn and just kind of lock him out and then try and lean towards that. But we'll see. Let's see if he has the D. Don't give me the D, bro. He didn't have it for Dr. Boom, which makes me lean towards he probably doesn't have it. So that's kind of why I went with this line. Uh-oh. Oh, he gets a bad one. Correct. Alright, we could go... Is there any way we can set up lethal here in any convincing manner? Not too well, huh? We could try and go for like a Spell Power Lightning Storm. There's not too many good opportunities here. I don't want to trade a Fire Elemental into that. That seems bad. I could just like Fire Elemental Lightning Storm and clear that. That doesn't seem terrible. We get overloaded for next turn, so we don't have much burst opportunity, but just like he hasn't able to deal with the first one, getting another one out there seems like a pretty good plan. So I'm gonna just try and push with Fire Elementals and just call this my window and try and get in there. So not gonna depend on Totem RNG because it's only a 1 in 4, and just take this sort of line. But I am gonna trade into this just to play around Valence, Chosen, Holy Nova, those sort of things. But 2 Fire Elementals staring him down. If he doesn't have a Light Bomb or something, we should be in a good spot here. I don't expect him to run Light Bomb with Alkanite Circles in his deck. Wild Pyromancer. What Steel? Alright, he's just gonna try and... Alright, next turn we can develop Loatheb and stuff and try and set up for the Alakir Flametongue in the following turn. Alakir Flametongue with Loatheb up is 17 damage. So if we can get into 17 and secure Loatheb, we win. Totem Golem here. What do I want to do? We can't get him down to 17, so that's kind of unfortunate. Does look like we have to Loatheb ourselves though, so if we're not set up for lethal with Loatheb though, it's kind of clunky. Do I want to play my own Totem Golem, or do I want to just roll a Totem? If I roll a Taunt Totem, it could still set up for lethal. Healing Totem as well, so it's sort of 50-50, because then it's kind of hard for him to kill this, especially with no spells in hand. So I'm going to roll the Totem and go for the 50-50 here. Taunt or Heal is amazing. Let's go. Damn it. Never lucky. Alright, I still think Loatheb's okay. It's not terrific. This seems reasonable. Still pretty gross. Alright, so if he kills the Fire Elemental and doesn't heal himself, we have 19 damage. Because we play the Flametongue, attack with the Totem, attack with the Loatheb, that gets in there for 9, and then we can play Alakir next to the Flametongue and get in there for 10 more, making 19. So, unfortunately he has the Shadow of Death now, so he's able to deal with that. So we don't have the insane burst. Ooh, we're adding damage. Now we have a more flexible combo at 9, so we can Earth Shock with it, which is pretty important so we can get through taunts. And the damage is now at 12. So we're looking at trying to get him to 12. Or we could use the Rock Biter here to try and get through this Northshire Cleric. We could put Alakir on the table and hope. He has 3 Shaman cards in his hand from the double Thought Steal, so he only has 2 real cards in his hand. So I mean, like, playing Alakir hoping he doesn't kill it is a reasonable line. I think trying to secure a Flametongue is probably a little better. Alright. Do I want to Rock Biter that? I don't want to, but I think I should. I'm going to. Like, it's too scary, man. He can draw his whole deck. I have a Doomhammer in here. We're gonna find ways to get more chip damage. I think it's too greedy not to kill it. It's just too much in with, like, trying to go all in on the lethal combo. We don't have Alakir Flametongue Totem on the following turn, but, like, it's too greedy to leave that up. Too greedy. Like, if I thought I could do it, I would, but I feel like I'll lose the game. He'll draw way too many cards off it, get in way too much of a good situation, find all the answers to my crap. We're just going to try and wait out for the Doomhammer and try and strike him with the Doomhammer. Get our chip damage in that way, and then Alakir burst him. Alright, good. He thought Soul Haunted Creeper. That's not useful for him at all. We can pop that off with the Earthshock if we so desire, especially since we can't use Earthshock with our combo. How much damage do we have? We get 4 plus 10 plus whatever's on board. So we get 14, 17 damage at the moment. So, and then 18. We have 18 damage coming out. And he's at 18, so if he doesn't heal, he dies. 19, so we're 1 off. If he heals, we are 1 damage off lethal next turn. We're just gonna make him try and AoE down these totems and be wrecked. I don't think tournament attendee is worse than Gold Sheriff Footman, but can't be the greatest of cards. Alright, our Shack. See, clearing all of my board. It's hexing. Hexing the totem golem. Okay. Should probably just deal with it. We don't have any sort of lethal setup behind this for another turn. We're weak to his second Cabal if he has it in his hand, so hopefully he doesn't have his second Cabal. Still looking to find other or no, we use both Rock Blades. We're still looking to find Doomhammer. Doomhammer will get us there. Alright, now we have lethal setup for the following turn with the combo. I'm gonna hold back Big Game Hunter, it just extends way too much into Holy Nova and that sort of things. So if 2 minions stick, then we get 4 plus 2, if assuming the Argus is still there in the taunt totem. So we get 6, and then 6 plus 10 is 16. We're fucking close, man. Do we just hit him down to 1 and then hope? I think it might be good. The problem is he can like trade Sylvanas in to steal something. It might steal Alakir. So that's kind of bad. But it's like, will we get another opportunity to set him this low? Is there anything we can draw here to like get the board back? We've used both Lightning Storms. So we have like Hex and that's it. Hex and Doomhammer like coming up. So it might honestly be worth it just to go in. Set him down to 1. Because we're losing the board, right? If we're losing the board, I say you take the opportunity. So I'm going to take the opportunity. I'm going to set him down to 1. Possibly he can get my Alakir here with his Sylvanas, which is unfortunate. But we're going to hope. We're going to hope he doesn't steal Alakir, and we are going to hope we draw Doomhammer and can just kill him. If not, we lose. Like, we got 9 cards left. One of them's Doomhammer. Like, I don't see us retaining board after this turn anyway. Yeah, but then I don't set him to 1 if it's not next to totem, and then how do I kill him? The only damage left in my deck is Doomhammer, and we're making this all in play because we believe we're losing the board. I've used both Fire Elementals, both Azure Drakes, Lothab, both Lightning Storms, Dr. Boom. Like, all of my big shit is gone. All I have left is Little Guys and Doomhammer. So this is my entire... I'm putting it on the table right here. This is what I got. Hopefully we can make it. Otherwise, we're getting choked out slowly throughout the rest of the game, and let's not get strangled out to death. Gotta find the answer here. Huh. Stealing the Flame Tank Totem. Well, we're dead. We didn't get our lethal there, and he set up lethal on his side by stealing the Flame Tank Totem. And that's GG. Shaman, man. Went all in, didn't find it. Alright, Rogue. only good Shaman list is Mech Shaman, but I'm trying to play mid-range because the people love mid-range Shaman. Dude, it's everyone's favorite deck right now. Everyone loves the deck that's the most unplayable. Alright, we are against Warlock. We got Deadly Flurry, which is really solid if he is the Zoo variant. Not so good against Handlock, but still manageable. He keeps one card. I can honestly keep this whole thing, go Earthen Ring on 3, Dagger on 2, Earthen Ring on 3, Deadly Edwin on 4, and then keep the Flurry just for insurance, or I can pitch back the Flurry if I think it's handlocked to try and get some more progressive cards. I think it's worth keeping. I think it's worth keeping just as like a safety. As long as we don't find the other Flurry like really soon, then I think it's okay. If we find the other Flurry really soon, we're going to be kind of upset, but the likelihood of that happening is not high. And if it's Zoo, it's really helpful for us. And it looks like it may be Zoo here. Egg. How aggressive do I want to be clearing his minions here? I think we're okay just like taking the slow route, just daggering onto using our cards efficiently, honestly. Deadly Coin Van Cleave next turn. Doesn't die to Power Overwhelming, dies to Power Overwhelming Abusive though, so hopefully we can avoid that. Knife Juggler. We can Deadly SI instead. 6/6 Van Cleef or SI7. I think we want to go with the we have 2 deadlies in this Flurry, which is pretty cute moving forward, so we can make a 6/6 here, I think. I think the 6/6 is better. Might as well hit. Like, the 2 charges on the weapon don't really matter if we're gonna Flurry anyway, because there's 2 taunts, we can't get through it with Edwin anyway, so we'd have to waste one of the weapon charges on the taunt regardless, so might as well do it this turn instead of just kind of waiting. He's got tap here. No PO. Oh, ow. No. Oh, that feels bad, man. Alright, what do I want to do here? Way too early for Flare. I think we just Earthen Ring and be fine. We can also Deadly SI this. I don't like that better. Slows down his damage a lot, gets his big Flurry up. We're gonna be like flurrying for 5 anyway at some point. It just getting rid of the juggler helps so this owl can't trade in with 1 juggle, so it's more awkward for him to deal with it. So I think I like that better. It's pretty much the most defensive line I can take here. And then we have like Sap Earthen Ring on the following turn, and then whatever we have to do there. Always owl, man. Hoot hoot. Feels bad, man. Alright, there's the Power Overwhelming, which is kind of weird after we've shown the big ass dagger, but whatever you gotta do, man. So we have Flurry, hope he doesn't have a demon. We have Flurry into Sap the Demon. So I like Flurry into Sap the Demon. If it's like a big deal. So I'm gonna Flurry here, and then we'll see the demon that comes out. That's a big deal, let's Sap that. I don't want to deal with that. Alright, we're gonna get this Outseed out there though. You can't kill it with anything besides Implosion really. They don't run Mortal Coil, so I mean it's definitely a presence on the board that can do something. Like this isn't a matchup where you want to be saving it for the oil combo. It's much better just to be just out there doing its own thing, being annoying. Alright, let's get the Azure Drake down. We got some chip damage, got some board control. Feels pretty good, man. We got anti-Keelbot into Dagger next turn. Looking for the other Flurry, looking for sprints and stuff. Ah, looking for getting blown out by Boom. Oil. Next turn I have double oil. We can hit him for 8. We're close. Should have kept the pirate. Should have known I was drawing 2 oils. Why can't I see my cards before I draw them? This isn't fair. Alright, so if we just go up to 7, we have 14 out of hand, and then this is 4. So if he doesn't have an Argus, we could kill him, theoretically, in 2 turns. This goes fast. Alright, I mean, let's do it. Let's go. Oh, Tyro of Alpha punishes so hard. That is this card. Oh, nice Boombat RNG. Nice life. And the Argus. Alright, we're dead. What a blowout, man. He's got it all. Alright, so... Sprint into Prep Sep into Blade Flurry number 2. Let's go. We got the prep. Alright, we are dead on board. Ah, what the hell? You had the the owl, and the boom on curve, and the Argus, and Void Caller Mal'Ganis. He had it all! Zoo does that sometimes, man. Zoo's some cancer shit. I should know. Alright, we got Paladin Secrets though, so we should be fine. Repentance, obviously not a good keep. We don't have coin, but at the same time we don't have too many 1-drops. I'm gonna pitch back Knife Juggler though. Look for Muster for battle, those sort of cards. Minibot though, we gotta keep Minibot. It's one of the best cards on 2 in the whole game. We got Mysterious Challenger for 6. Isn't bad, isn't bad. Like, having it early is kind of annoying. Having both of them early is really annoying. Having one's pretty okay. Donation. We got a $2.30 donation from Sabrito. Hi, Firebat. You mind taking a look at my vanilla aggro pally deck? If you don't want to, that's fine. Love the stream. Anyway, if you hit me up on Twitter, I'll try and look at it as soon as I can. But I don't want to do it in the middle of the stream and kind of interrupt the flow of things. But you can tweet it at me. I'm glad you like the stream, man. Good to hear. Holy shit. What is this garbage? And we all know this is Freezing Trap every time, too. Feels bad, man. I mean, he's probably running a lot of secrets, so I guess I can just try. Nope. Every time. Every time, best trap with it. I guess let's just do this. If I held it, it would have been... Oh shit, his guys get buffed from that too. I didn't even know that worked that way. I quit. This game's over. We're done. Like, what the hell? The variants, bro. Variants. That's some garbage. Okay, Hunter. What the fuck? Secret Keeper into Secret Keeper coin Freezing Trap. What is that? Alright, Priest typically does extremely well against Hunter, so it's going to be kind of tough for us here. 3/2s are very good because they can kill Northshire Cleric, so I like having those in my hand. So probably going to coin out the Juggler or the Elk. Do I want to keep both of them is the question. I don't like Haunted Creeper too much in this matchup, doesn't really accomplish anything. Scientist is okay, it's kind of weak, but I might as well keep it. I like this hand. Alright, we got 22 into 2 into 3. So let's start out with Knife Juggler because it's the most damage. Damage per card value is the highest. Damn it, he has the dragon. Yeah, this matchup is pretty tough. I guess we start with Elik, because it trades with that. Maybe he doesn't have the 2-drop here. We lost the Youst. Feels bad. But we get a trade on board, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't have Power Shield. If he has Power Shield, he's impeding his own development, which is pretty good. If we can get the Knife Juggler down stable, it'd be pretty sweet. Alright, sweet. He doesn't have the 2-drop, so we're going to have a minion here that can contest his Northshire Clark. Doesn't have Power Shield, we're going to be able to pick that off for free. Pull out ahead, maybe start tempoing out here with a Houndmaster. See how it goes. Could be pretty sweet. It's looking pretty sweet. Might be able to win a bad matchup here just because we had both 3-2s. 3-2s are so important with coin against Priest. That is definitely the way you win this matchup, if you can get the 3-2s. I did not keep this, so I guess I'll play the top deck one. If I kept this, I would have played that one though. Reason being, because he has information about it, because I kept it. But like if I had kept it, he would have had information about it, so it would have been better to play the one he has information about. But I didn't keep it, so better play the top deck one, try and tilt him, make him angry. Now what is better here? I mean, Houndmaster is up to 4, that's not really helpful. So I think another Animal Companion might be a little bit better. We just trade though on board, and then we can play maybe Scientist and this. Blades into Holy Nova really hard though. So maybe Animal Companion is a bit better, even though it's off curve. Because if we get another Leok and the Knife Juggler hits, then this trades in for free. If we get Huffer, how does this work out here? Huffer would be 5, and if the knife hits, it's free. So Animal Companion has the highest chance to get through it for free, but Houndmaster creates the strongest board moving forward. I'm gonna just go with Animal Companion though. It's really good as long as we don't get Misha. Misha's like the worst. Dies like Shadow or Death and everything, and doesn't instantly kill the thing. I will not be 4-3 if I trade because Leok doesn't die. Only the Juggler dies. And Juggler's not a beast. He's a beast in spirit though. The guy's awesome, but not technically a beast. So yeah, Shadow or Death is in his hand. We see that. He is going to use it. Nope, he's pulling it back. 5th card in his hand is Shadow or Death. What are you doing, man? He's touching that card. I don't know what that card is, though. I have no clue. I'm expecting a Blackwing Corruptor, to be honest with you. Which is fine. I mean, the Misha trades evenly with Blackwing Corruptor. We get to develop a Ram Wrangler. We got a 50-50 against a beast that means something and just winning the game. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm guessing that card's Blackwing Corruptor, but I feel like you would have played it a lot faster if it was. Dragonkin Sorcerer. That seems extremely weak on this board. So that's pretty solid for us. Let's get the Ram Wrangler out there and flip some coins. Let's do it. Big money, big money. Does this mean Holy Nova is going to kill my whole fucking board? God damn it. You're just going to Holy Nova me and just kill my whole board here. This is some shit. God fucking damn it! You stupid... Ah! I was winning! God, fuck Ram Wrangler, dude. Like a 1-1 would have been better. I would have preferred Angry Chicken to that. Oh. For real. So triggered. I guess I main go phase. The only scary thing is like Holy Nova number 2. Because we know he has Death in hand already. Death's that card. So if he has Holy Nova number 2 with the Death, we lose. So you can just trade here, Death, Holy Nova, GG. So, let's see if he has it. He's halfway through his deck. Probably doesn't have it. He runs Shrinkmeister Cabal on his Dragon. It's Shrinkmeister Cabal on 8 in fucking Dragon deck. Well, the Cabal's been used, so we should play this now. It's not even good here. Like, we had to charge a Web Spinner. Maybe I just trade here and just fucking start bowing his face, Zero Bar in his face, getting scientists and trying to kill him. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna smork him now. I'm gonna take the Hunter approach here. I want to make this trade to make the high main more awkward though. I think I want to get this out here for sure. I'll make this trade I think just to make the high main more awkward, but it's tempting just to go face. Let's go. Buzzard, let's go. Trades with this board, it's real good. Wow. Never trade. Never trade, Priest. Alright, let's play the cheapest minion first, get most options. Oh, Buzzard Unleash! Buzzard Unleash! Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Buzzard Timberwolf Unleash, baby! Let's go! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Oh, eat a bag of dicks. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god, pre-nerf Hunter OP! Pre-nerf Hunter OP! Oh, that's a thanks. That's a thanks moment. That's the dream! That's the dream! Oh, it's beautiful. That's beautiful, that is skill. That's some skill right there, man. Alright, moving on to Druid. The dream. Oh, it felt so good. That priest was BMing me and shit, and I just come out with the old Buzzard Unleash combo to bring back in the game, man. That's what's up. You don't BM the hunters, bro. They do some sick stuff. Innovate Shade into S-Sprint into 4-drop seems to be the curve here. So pitching back Lothab seems fine. He keeps 2 cards. He's probably in a more aggressive deck. So yeah, Innovate Shade's good against aggressive decks. Lord is pretty shit. We have Coin S-Sprint into Shade now. Assuming S-Sprint sticks, we get the Shade down for free. And we can lean in towards Ancient Lore. Yeah, we can play Ancient Lore next turn if it sticks. Ooh. Let's see what you did there. This is pretty sick. swipe for the muster that's upcoming is pretty solid. Let's try and make this trade. Sweet. Able to get the knife juggler off the board. That means that is most likely Avenge. Most likely Avenge. Could be competitive spirit as well. I did not see that one coming. Do I want to play a Drake next turn? Nah, I think I'm fine with just playing this guy out here. I'm going face. Let's go face first, I guess. He's got Avenge, probably. Got Avenge. We have Swipe on curve next turn. Doesn't seem terrible. Alternatively, Wild Growth Hero Power is also apply, depending on how he develops here. Murloc Knight on curve. So Avenge gives +3 attack, +2 toughness, which is pretty awkward here. Pretty awkward. So anyway, I can deal with this very cleanly. Nothing's too clean. Like, I want to kill that Murloc Knight, obviously, which procs the Avenge on this, making it 5 attack, and turns it into a 5/5. So how am I dealing with a 5/5 afterwards? Why not? I just leave the Ancient Lore here, which contests it on board, I think, and just Wild Growth and Hero Power. I think that's fine. 5/5s do not trade very well into 5/2s. So yeah, I think this is okay. And then, like, just leave the Shade concealed. So the only trade he has on board with this is a bad one, so now he's forced to go face in a kind of an awkward position here. He could also Savage Roar to full clear, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we can just develop the Wild Growth, take our time here, try and set up to deal with swipes in the future turns if he goes face. Things that we're kind of worried about would be the Argent Protector for this sort of line, but Argent Protector is a 1 of or a 0 of in these sort of Paladin decks, so I think it's fine. But yeah, like, he has nothing on board that's really favorable here unless he wants to, like, Consecrate. It's, like, ugly for him. Unless he has Knife Juggler Muster for battle, which would be second Knife Juggler. Seems unlikely. So here comes Muster for battle. That sets up for our swipe really solidly. And he's just gonna go face with it. Alright, so let's Hero Power this and then swipe it. Is it taking too much damage? It'll be okay. I mean, if it's Get Down, is that really the order though? Because if it's Get Down, I guess I want to do this first. So we'll do... Alright, we'll do that first. Alright, it's not Get Down. So then we'll do this. And, swipe. So it's Competitive Spirit, eh? This is good. We get Competitive Spirit off on one minion that's also dying on board, so it seems pretty solid. No complaints. No complaints about that, that's some shit. And now what does he do here? Face. Go face. I think he dies if he goes face. We have Force of Nature. How much can I stall this game down? Can we set up lethal for the future turn? Does Hero Power swipe set up lethal? So I Hero Power him in the face, takes care of the Get Down, which causes a whole bunch of clusterfuck to happen. But then we can hit him for 9 this turn, and then after 9 we can hit him for 6 on the following turn. So I say let's just try and set up lethal. It's unlikely for him to have a taunt here. And it's unlikely for us to die, I think. And I think this is one of the best lines with us for winning this game, like just straight up. So we're gonna proc this. It's gonna come back to life, avenge that thing. We're gonna go face here. And we're gonna send a swipe right to the dome. So he needs 7 damage, or how much damage does he need? He's got 10, 11 on board, so he still needs 6 as a paladin with 7 mana. So I think we're pretty safe here, and we got Force of Nature plus the Hero Power, which plays around the second Noble Sacrifice for him trying to stop lethal, because we can use our face to pop it, and then connect a 6 to his dome and kill him. So he needs a taunt at this point, and he needs to trade. Him trading with a 10-8 would be pretty sick. Oh yeah, I trade with that. And no taunt. Hey! To the dome. Alright, as long as he doesn't have ice block here, we are good. That was so much better than trying to win the board back. God bless the board. Hey! Alright, Warlock. Now I'm at this point again. I don't want to play Demon Handlock. I played Demon Handlock the last rotations. It was not doing the greatest for me, so I want to try and like play something else besides Demon Handlock, because I didn't really find it very good. So let me just cut the demons, I guess, play maybe Standard Handlock. Standard Handlock seems fine. No, Drax is just on Standard Handlock. Alright, so then just put in like the Belchers again. I don't mind a zombie chow with so much aggro out. I think it's fine. So much early game shit. So anti-aggro. I don't know. Take a step back to yesterday. Play at least one DGT guard. I have some DGT cards in some decks. I haven't seen too many good DGT Warlocks yet. Like, nothing of them have been too impressive. There's been some, like, weird Demon Handlocks with, like, Fizzle Bang and stuff that have seemed, like, playable, but none of them have seemed better than just Standard Handlock. It's kind of weird, right? Firebat doesn't always ignore chat. Feels good, man. Giants are good. Watchers are pretty good as well. Yeah, I have something to play anyway, so it fits the curve good. Assuming I'm not coin tapping, which I don't really like coin tapping against Druid too much. We could have went for the Coin Watcher Owl. Life Coach says that's bad though, so I'm gonna trust him and not do that. You can coil on the following turn after tapping this turn. So no reason to coil yet. If we coil first, then we miss the tap. Holy hell! Now we may not even want to coil. Oh, we can't even coil. What the hell is this aggression? Where's my Hellfire? Where's my Hellfire? Why do I only run one Hellfire? What kind of stupid deck design is this? I'm gonna die. Desperation. Alright, we go to 4 next turn so we can drop a giant. This is some shit, bro. Double Living Roots into Power of the Wild, into Innervate, double Roar. Just kills me. Oh man. Alright, Hero Power and push 6. I like it. That's a slow turn. I could deal with that. God, I feel really close to dead though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm alive, but I feel pretty dead. My greetings. He's killing me, man. Maybe I should have coined Belcher after the emote. Play around the emote. I feel dead though. That's some garbage. Oh, I got a donation I missed. Oops. $3.33 donation from Killabug. Best of one game, max variance. I'll bring a deck, you bring a deck. Winner gets Cheesecake Factory next time we go. This is Arthur, by the way. You've been challenged, homie. Alright, when are we playing this challenge, man? When are we playing this challenge? And what's up, Arthur? How's it going, man? You just always up at 6 a.m.? Alright, what are we doing? I mean, we got the trade into just like another Mountain Giant and Prey, but that seems like a pretty sketchy line to take. But we can Dark Bomb with it, yeah, because the Mountain Giant drops to 4, we can coin the Dark Bomb, so we can clear this, and then there's 2 2-2s on the field, we're at 14. What combos kill us at that point? Roar would be 6 damage, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Roar, Swipe he can't pull off, so it's only like double Roar that kills me if I go with that line, so I feel justifiably safe doing that line. So I think we're okay with it. We need to get lower from Moltons anyway. Let's do it. Yeah. Otherwise, this Mountain's never come out of my hand. We're gonna be really close to dead if he goes all in with the Roar, though. We're gonna have to Molten Heal Bot with no Taunters in hand. Like, our only Taunter is the Belcher, which is really awkward, but... Alright. What do you got? What do you got? Maybe he's AFK. I don't know. He roped last turn. He's either AFK or he's BM roping me. Double Innervate combo. Easy peasy. When does ATLC start? I think tomorrow, actually. Players are arriving today, I heard. So I think people will be showing up at our house very soon. Oh, jeez. We have the heal bot. We can clear most of his board. It's just the Taunter after that is all we need to find. Is he thinking about killing the Giant? Really? I guess I would appreciate that. We can stabilize at 6 with 2 taunts? That doesn't even seem bad. Doesn't even seem bad. What kills us at 6? Like on 7 mana, not much kills us on 6. So let's do that. I'll just taunt these guys up and trade. Like, he needs an Innervate here. He needs like a 3-card combo to kill me, so show me the money. He's used 2 Living Roots already, so he can't do Swipe plus 2 Living or Swipe plus Living Roots. We get around that. He needs like Swipe, Innervate, Keeper, or he needs Swipe, Innervate, Swipe, or he needs Big Game Hunter, Keeper, Innervate, Swipe. Or, you know, he needs something weird. Like, we should be fine. We should be fine. I've ran the numbers in my head, and we either win or we lose, but I feel like it's more leaning towards win. Nope, I'm leaning more towards lose now. We haven't seen the Swipe. Swipe, Innervate off the top, let's see it. Swipe, Wrath. What? Okay. He's just going all in still. Just put it on the table. Saying, you better have heal bot. And I'm saying, I got him, man. Well played, well played. We did it, boys. We did it, boys. Oh, feels good, man. Feels good, man. Normally a tough matchup, and his start was insane. Oh, I had the second swipe. Yeah. We're 1 damage off lethal. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's on 9 too, so he can combo, but... Alright. So he's got a combo clear here, I guess. I think we're okay. Did I play Rekfil's net deck? Yeah, dude. Rekfil's deck was sick. I got the old Buzzard Unleash combo. It was pretty sick. That's definitely gonna be a stream highlight, dude. It was awesome. Miss Lethal last turn, he had Swipe Keeper? No, it wasn't lethal because he only had 7 mana on the turn where he could have killed me with that, and then I heal about it afterwards, so we were all good. We got up to 10. Swipe Keeper's only 6. So Handlock doing a lot better than Demon Handlock. I like the security of Handlock. There's more taunts, more heals and stuff. It's like, I like it, man. It's too good not to run. Tides of Time is actually legend. He's going try hard in the season that doesn't matter, and then doesn't go try hard in the seasons that do matter. Tide's a funny guy. Am I playing EU or NA? I am playing NA. Alright, so this is Mage. This is the Tempo Mage deck. Revisited a few things. Tried to make effigy a little bit better, because last time the effigies were so sad, just always getting O2s. So we've taken out the mirror images, so hopefully we can get some better effigy value. Added things like Toshly in there, some bigger targets for effigy, so based it off a Dog's list. Dog recently had success with it in Star Ladder. So kind of a net deck, not completely a net deck though, because it's not exactly 100% the same, but very similar. I'm not a big Tempo Mage player. I'm normally Freeze Mage or Mech Mage player. Never really got into the Tempo Mage. So. But I love Freeze Mage, man. Freeze Mage is one of my favorite decks all time. Just so much Druid and Warrior on ladder, it makes me feel bad trying to bring Freeze Mage. But some people have been bringing it in tournaments, like Raynad recently brought it in a tournament and crushed with it. So definitely people have had success with it, even in the Hunter Druid meta. I mean, not Hunter, I mean the Druid Warrior meta, which just shows how strong Freeze Mage is as a deck overall. If you're able to play it in that sort of meta and still have success with it. But yeah, Raynad qualified to through the last chance qualifier to the BlizzCon qualifier thing that's happening next weekend. I'll be in that as well. Alright, hopefully he doesn't have a secret to buff this up so we can get the trade here, but it seems unlikely. Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely like one of those decks where, like, if you verse the right things, you're gonna have success with it, but if you verse the wrong things, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble really quick. So it makes sense that different players are having different amounts of success with it. Alright, let's trade here. Hopefully we don't get counterspell. Alright, cool, we got an effigy. I want to kill this. Kind of sets up for Fireball next turn, so this gets a +3, +2, it goes up to 5. So even if he plays one secret, I can still just Fireball it next turn. So I'm going to ping this, the Avenge goes off. We take a boatload of damage. Oh, it was Redemption, not Avenge, huh? This is less good against Redemption. They only play 1 Redemption, 2 Avenges, so... Got kind of shreked by that. He's probably going to be playing around Mirror Entity here, which is going to be pretty sweet. We're just like so far behind though. We drew both of our 7 drops and a secret. So we drew the late game. We're all set for late game, guys. Effigying a 2-drop even good. I mean, what choice do they have? Maybe we could Portal. Try and like find something. Maybe a 3-drop, but like, is that a risk I want to take right now? I mean, we can get a Doomsayer off this. We're on that Doomsayer plan, guys. The Doomsayer dream. So we're gonna effigy into Doomsayer. Alright, Doomsayer, let's go. Trade. Not even gonna proc the effigy. It's smart by him. Commendable play. And now he's BMing. I call you smart and now you BM me. Come on, man. He's Portal. bad it can't silence his minions, man. Do I want to set up to be able to ping and clear next turn? I have the mana to ping because I can either Fireball ping or Shredder ping. So setting up to be able to clear a minion with it might be good, but he's probably gonna have to use this bubble anyway to like evenly do the damage, especially since he's probably got True Silver in his hand. What am I talking about? He's not trading. I probably should have popped that. I don't know. It's up for debate. Ooh, baby. Counterspell in the Divine Favor. Feels good, man. That's a good one to get counterspelled. That would have been a bummer if he got that off. Alright, we're coming back on this board. We're coming back. We're pretty close to coming back. It's going to be tough still, though. I just want to get the strongest board possible from playing Boom next turn, moving forward with that plan. So I'm going to Frostbolt here, even though it's like not the most ideal of Frostbolts. Because I need to drop Boom next turn. Like that's like basically a necessity, so hopefully I can try and not die while doing that. Because he's got 4 coming in, and then there's no way I can clear all of that. So that means there's a guaranteed 4 coming in, and then there's a guaranteed 3 coming in behind that. So that's 7. That's leaving us at 4 life after that. And we got to try and finish the game out from there. Boombot's going to have to do God's work clearing the board to try and make something happen here. And he's going to need to not draw True Silver ever throughout the rest of the game. So, I mean, like, we got the board back, but it seems like it's just a little too late. Just a little too late. But you never know, man. We were able to cockblock the Divine Favor. Maybe he's got nothing. Alright, that's not nothing. We're dead. Okay. Why is that a let's rope on it turn? Why are you roping on that? What a dick. Ah. We're dead. Damn it. I wanted like Doomsayer or Unstable Ghoul there. We're at 2, no way to possibly win the game. No, we're at not 2, we're at -1. If you duplicate Dr. Doom, you mean Mirror Entity it? No, if you Mirror Entity it, you do not get the Battle Cry effect. Temple Mage goes down to Secrets Paladin Cancer. So Priest is up next. Did I make a new Priest deck? Let me check to see what this Priest deck is right now. I don't know if I made a new Priest deck since yesterday. I have Dragon Priest built with like a random ass Shredder and like Bone Guard Lieutenant. Huh. Could work. I mean, I don't know. It seems like a bad Priest deck, but whatever. We'll give it a shot. Oh, you got a donation? Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah, I need to get a sound for this. $3 donation from Liviana. Hey, Firebat, love the stream. Question, what do you recommend for laddering to top 10 and beyond? I have next cards, but other than that, free-to-play, no legendaries. Tried your free-to-play Pally. What else next? If you're gonna go top 10 legend, I would recommend Patron. It's actually not too expensive. You just need Nax and a few Blackrock Mountain cards to make it happen. So if you want to invest in the gold of getting Blackrock Mountains, you can get the Patron and the necessary cards to do it. Currently, that's the #1 deck for ladder. Most of the top 10 in the last 5 seasons or whatever, since Blackrock Mountain, have all just been Patron. So if you're shooting for the stars and top 10's your dream, Patron's the deck. Also, though, just remember, you gotta grind at Patron for a while. It takes at least 20-30 games really to get the feel of what you're, like, how to play the deck. You're gonna want to look up guides on how to do it. There's definitely certain combos and certain ways you have to play every matchup differently, basically. Like, you do relatively the same thing in most matchups, but there's a lot of matchups where you have to be saving Emperor for specific combos. You gotta be setting up specific things and doing things that are, like, much different. Oh, to 10, not top 10. Oh, to just regular 10? Oh, not top 10. Sorry, my bad, I misread. I thought you meant top 10 Legend Ladder. Still Patron can do that, but if you just want to go top 10 or regular 10, Druid's pretty good at that and not too expensive. You don't need Emperor even in it. I posted one on Twitter a while ago that's pretty solid for that. Unfortunately, he's got the Knife Juggler here to just farm our Cleric. That's unfortunate. It's only 2-drop in his deck that kills it for free without us being able to draw a card, which is unfortunate. So like Druid's the most generic all around. You got Hunter, you're generic all around there. You got Zoo, which I actually think Zoo's more expensive than most decks right now. So maybe not Zoo, but Druid is what I would recommend. Druid's like the best deck for new players. So if you're just new to Hearthstone and you don't have very many cards, and you're not like really big on competitive play or constructed play yet, I think Druid's one of the best options for the starter pack there. I guess I'm just gonna play Lieutenant here just to like trade with a bubble and gain 2 life. Like I just want to slow him down, draw to my late game options. Like it really does nothing on this board, but I'm not gonna be playing it next turn plus healing to make it the 3/3 so it doesn't die to the bubble. I'm gonna be dropping the Twilight Guardian. Oh my god. Face Hunter's cheap and easy. Face Hunter's cheap and easy and boring, man. But is it even that effective anymore? I feel like Face Hunter's gotten a lot worse with recent decks that have been being played. Do I even want to play the Twilight Guardian? It is my taunt and it's gonna die here. I don't think so. I think I just heal past into Nova. Like, it's gonna sink away 6 life either way, no matter what time I play it at. And why play it at a time where then he can just trade in all of his minions and really screw me? Wow, look at this guy's fucking curve, man. Coin Juggler into Minibot, into Muster, into Piloted Shredder. We're dead, man. You can't beat that curve. He's gonna have the Mysterious Challenger on 6. I know that that's that kept card right there. That's Mysterious Challenger every time. I've played Hearthstone before. I'm not new to this. So I want a Blackwing Corruptor, get greedy with it, and try and set up a better Noble for the future turn. How much life do I have? I would take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus whatever comes out of this, on average 3. So then 10, 11, 12. I can't take 12 when I'm at 14. But how do I win? Feels bad, man. I don't even know. 2 or 1 Fireworks and Patron, 1 Fireworks and Patron. There's some argument for 2, and then like aspirants started coming up and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's just too clunky. And you have just so many other ways that you can set up to deal with it if you plan accordingly for it. Coin Juggler into Minibot, into Muster, into Piloted Shredder, into Loatheb. You don't beat that, man. You don't beat that. Can't touch that. Druid is good in almost any meta, so if you are short on Dust, I do recommend Druid. It's also just like one of the best decks for learning the basics of Constructed in relation to tempo. Because Druid's one of the decks that, as you get good with it, you start to realize setting up your lethals, setting up when you can push in chip damage, because that's the most important part about Hearthstone, is just when can you find avenues where you can push in that extra 1 or 2 damage and you don't have to trade with your opponent. And if you're able to do that with Druid successfully, you're going to be able to have a pretty solid win rate with it. So I think it's definitely a worthwhile deck if that is you're low on Dust, because it's like, it's not some crazy combo-oriented deck. It just has basic Hearthstone principles that are going to apply to every deck you play throughout Hearthstone, and it's always average or good in every meta. So, alright, so we got Acolyte of Pain and nothing else really worth keeping in this hand. It looks like he's 3 keeping, which scares me. It makes me kind of want to mulligan Acolyte just for more anti-aggressive stuff, but at the same time, Acolyte's too good to toss back, so I'm going to keep it and just hope. Oh, he was waiting for me to mulligan. Wow, he's going full try hard at rank 8. I mean, I guess I'm doing the same thing. Deathbite's pretty sweet. We got Deathbite, Whirlwind, Acolyte, and Harrison Jones. It's pretty solid for this matchup. I don't mind. Always Coin Juggler. Oh, actually, it's not even Coin Juggler, it's just Juggler. God, I'm salty when I see Juggler, bro. Juggler hurts. I'm gonna armor here instead of coining the Acolyte so I can coin the Despot, kill this Juggler before it just hits me for a million and kills me. Oh, he didn't muster? That's weird. Alright, we have coin Despot on the Juggler, sets up for a Whirlwind Effect on the Acolyte. Him hero powering there could indicate that he is some sort of mid-range Paladin instead of some sort of Secrets Paladin. If he's mid-range Paladin, we're in a much better position overall because his win condition of like smorking us down really fast is just completely gone, and we could play the game slower and we'll like win like every time in this slow game. Argus indicates also more towards the slower Paladin. I mean, I have this War Axe, I have this Patron. I could just armor pass, this seems greedy though. Let's just play next. If he's mid-range Paladin, it's Belcher though, so I want to armor pass. Yeah, I mean, I want something to execute with it, so let's armor pass. It's 4 damage incoming, we can play a little slow with it. Hopefully no Harrison Jones. If Harrison Jones comes down, then god damn it. Alright, this way we have like a reasonable way to use our execute, so I like that. Otherwise, like, we waste the Whirlwind Effect, we lose our proc for execute, it's just really clunky and awkward. So we can swing here, execute, or we could do what? Or we could Cruel Taskmaster, execute, and hold out for the Patron. Maybe holding out for the Patron's even better. We are weaker to like board sweeps after that, but we have Harrison Jones for the possible card draw reload. So we just do this, execute, armor. Sets up the Whirlwind effects for later. Just like, he's not putting on any pressure, so might as well. If we didn't draw the Cruel there, then we had the Despite swing with the Acolyte, but we drew the Cruel, so we got the proc for the execute, might as well take it. That's one of the best targets against Paladin, just to like execute. 5/5s. Alright, so that sets up the Whirlwind effect to do work here. Ooh, that's awkward. Trades into our Patron and takes a Patron. Alright, now we gotta do it. I mean, like, look at all these Patrons. Look at all these Patrons. It's a lot of Patrons, guys. I don't know if you guys seen this. There's a lot of Patrons. So I hold back the Whirlwind, or do I make more Patrons? How does he clear this without the Whirlwind? He would just have to trade here, True Silver, and then my Patrons are kind of pretty limited. Putting it on the table, let's go. Quality conk every time. I feel like this may be a bit too YOLO, but I'm feeling kind of YOLO today, so let's do it. Consecrate, that's fine. Ish. We have 1/3/3 and a bunch of 3/1s. Maybe mistakes were made. But he's gonna be greedy with it. He's going for the 3/3 dream. Not rewarded. I guess he has some answer here. Alright, he's got the owl. Alright, well, let's just try and take tempo. Let's force him to True Silver so we can Harrison Jones. Do I want to make this trade? Yeah. So now he has to True Silver here, otherwise he's just scared shitless of the stuff we can do because we're a Patron. So now he's going to True Silver and then we can Harrison Jones. So let's go. Also having the Acolyte in play is pretty good against the Tyrion for upcoming turns. Oh, Mustard Quartermaster is scary. I don't like that. Just thinking about going face instead of killing the Acolyte. The aggression is real. Alright, let's draw some cards. Let's get 3. Alright, moving forward we have Emperor. Alright, we should probably do this first, see what card we get. Whirlwind. Whirlwind doesn't accomplish too much here. You probably just clear everything, set up a good trade on board. Taking back board seems good, we have card advantage now. Then we get Emperor down, we have the Whirlwind effect, we have the Warsong Frothing, we find the other Frothing, we have enough damage to win, seems good. You would have the Tyrion to follow this up. So we have to deal with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minimum. Alright, well we can do... Not dying seems important. I just set up not to die. Using a second Warsong though is pretty dangerous. We have 2 shield blocks left that we could find also. So we can play this without using a second thing. Not really. Like, we're using a lot of effects here, but it seems worth it to make it happen here. He's got 2 cards left, so like we can grind him out of the game for sure, and that's the angle we're approaching at. Especially with that zombie challenge field. Grinding him out just seems solid. 10 cards left. Let's take the value here. He's not dead yet, we don't need to kill the zombie challenge exactly this turn. Now from this position we win by making... How? I've only used 1 patron, so got the other patron. Alright, so now he's reloading his hand, and now we can extend Emperor and such, try and get something happening here. Takes the value trade. Alright, let's go. I don't think we can die here. So, since we can't die, let's do it. Missed lethal? There's no way I could come with 1 Frothing with 1 Whirlwind. It's just like not even possible. Goddamn frog guy. Card's so strong. At least we can deal with it with the Deathbite and set up the Whirlwind to clear the rest of the board. You gotta worry about second Quartermaster, that's the scary part. It's like the only thing that's super scary moving forwards. But with the Deathbite and hopefully second patron, we can take back board. Ooh, that's scary. Alright. So we can slam Enrage and then Deathbite. There's the other patron. I guess I should shield black first since I'm doing that regardless. I guess after the slam, I mean. Alright, we got Execute for Boom. That's the last threat in his deck, really. We've dealt with Sylvanas, we've dealt with Tyrion. So after the Boom comes down, we should be good. I feel fine cycling this for 1. We got so few cards left. All the draws in that turn were really awkward. We gotta worry about equality, though, is the only thing. Like, we had no way to force it, so like if he has it, he has it. And that's the line we were kind of forced to take because of the pressure we were under. And just never drew the combo to kill him in time. Alright. Do I want to Battle Rage first? Try and find... What could I possibly find? We have, like, another Unstable Ghoul in here that could be pretty decent. We got Unstable Ghoul, we got Shield Block, and Frothing Berserker, right? Unstable Ghoul, Shield Block, Frothing Berserker. So I don't really want to draw any of that in any hurry. We just gotta extend Patrons here and hope it sticks. I mean, that's the only line we got. So I'm fine actually not drawing a card with the Slam. So I'll just hit here first, Slam after the fact, depending on what comes out. Alright, I think I'd rather Slam that than the 2/2. This thing grows. And no quality, and we have a shot here at winning. And we'll see what happens. No quality. Doesn't look like he's got a quality by how he's playing minions right here. Because they all die now if he has a quality. Alright, Big Game Hunter's coming out of the field. That's good for our Frothings moving forward. Second Unstable Ghoul. Alright, do I want to draw my last 2 cards? So my last 2 cards are Shield Block, Frothing. Do I want to play the other Frothing this turn and just full YOLO into it? Things get messy with Consecration if I do that. So I think I'd play one, or probably have to play one because I have to kill him soon. That's the thing. Trading the Big Game Hunter. Do I want to execute? Is there any taunts that I'm afraid of? Like, he's got 1 Belcher, possibly. Tempo execute here? Let's do it. That's probably not right, but I'm tempoing it out. Could work. We'll see. It makes it so he can't trade up with my Frothing on board. Actually, he can with the weapon. With the weapon, he can still do it, I guess. So it's bad. I don't know. Just trying to think about how could I possibly like win. Like, it's been really hard trying to figure out the puzzle to win here without Frothings, but we're getting close. I mean, without War Songs. So he's got 1 turn to try and top deck me after this. Muster for battle into Quartermaster. Oh my god. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 1 damage off. Our last card's Shield Block, so that doesn't help. Is there any way I can stabilize this Frothing and win? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's got 4, 3, 3, so we can kill. Should we go all face? Should we trade? If I play this and go all face, can he beat me? So how does he do his trades? He would be able to trade this one here, and then he'd go there, 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 and then this still sticks and we win. So all face prey. Or we could try and make more patrons here. We could like trade, trade, trade. Then we lose second consecrate. I think it's better to do this in trades. Let's do it. Generate value. Let's go. I think this is strongest. Now it's like way more awkward if he doesn't have consecrate. No consecrate! Please, no consecrate! Don't consecrate me. No, don't consecrate me! 369. We got 10 through Aldor. 10 through Aldor. Yes! Who needs Warsong Commander? I tell you what, man. Dude, we crushed that. He had like the nut job, put so much pressure on us. We were forced to use our Warsong Commander to clear against the turn 8 Tyrion. Our second Warsong Commander after all ending patrons and him being able to answer it. That was beautiful. We used our entire deck, crushed it. Awesome. My last card was Shield Block, so I don't want to draw that. Alright, Druid vs Shaman. This used to be a good matchup. I don't know how it is anymore. Because I don't play Shaman because I like winning. But we're playing Shaman now. Alright, we got a Haunted Creeper. I like keeping the Drake here, I think. Rockbiter is actually might be solid because Aspirin. Aspirin exists, so I'll keep Rockbiter. It also can pop the first half of Shredders. Do I use Deck Tracker? No, I don't use Deck Tracker. Alright, let's coin this Haunted Creeper out there and start clearing things. Alright. I guess we play Totem now. Kinda awkward. Some sort of weird aggro druid, man. 1-1 Totem's actually pretty solid here. Best Totem. I guess I just Flame Tongue trade up. We got 2 Flame Tongue Totems. Might as well start getting value off one. Put it on this side so I can benefit Totems as they come out. In case I roll the Taunt Totem and so on. I mean, it doesn't die on board, so it may require him to use a swipe or a card from hand, which then allows us to develop. We don't have anything to develop. But if we did, we would have the ability to. Ah, there, we have something to develop. Totem Creeper. Creeper on the left side, so our totems can streamline in with Flame Tongue later. Flame Tongue value, possibly. Flame Tongue seems solid here. God, Flame Tongue's good against Druid. I guess we double trade down this Shredder. What other lines do we have? We have Rockbiter plus Argus could be really solid. Rockbiter Argus might be better. I think I like that more. Still sketchy. 2-2. Hey, I'll take it. You can activate it with Savage Roar. It's got some weird Haunted Creeper Druid thing, but we get some sick healing totem value. I like that a lot. We lead into Fire Elemental for next turn. We got 3 minions on board for Flame Tongue Totem. Everything is looking fancy. I like it. Shaman not so bad. Keeper of the Groove. I guess he's wrapping for 3. Wow, he's just killing the taunt. He is just like, I am killing your face. He is a feisty one, I tell you. Okay, let's see. This trade seems good. Like, you just used a Wrath, so having the Flame Tongue Totem stabilized seems really solid. I'm gonna put this on the left side as Death Rattle so I can string slot in totems later in the game. Possibly might have been good to Totem Golem Hero Power since we're not using extra mana next turn. Shredder's just too solid of a minion to pass up, I think. Does any, like, the swipe value is too good if we don't roll Healing Totems. We have 1 in 4 to roll Healing Totem for the swipe value not to bonus. He's used 1 swipe, but still at the same time, it's like, he always screwed. Alright, I'm just gonna trade this in and Fire Elemental. Do I want to play around big game? I think I would do play around big game hunter with Fire Elemental. Seems like a solid thing to do. Giant Lag Spike. So I'm gonna put this on this side to play around Big Game Hunter. This way you can't Big Game Hunter my Fire Elemental. So not a misplay. Oh, he's gonna be able to take care of my totem. I'll teach you guys not to understand. I explained the placement. It's good, guys. I believe it is correct. Where do I want to put this Ezreal? I want to put it here, because I don't have any Flame Tongues left, so it doesn't actually matter. But I'm going to put it here. Out of principle, I'm putting it there. And then Earthshock that, then trade. Earthshock that, play this, then trade. No Doomsayer. We played it around the Mana Wraith eventuality instead of the Doomsayer eventuality. Welcome, Mathalise. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. I appreciate the support. Sub hype. 107, man. That is your sub number. I appreciate it. Thanks for being the 107 sub on the channel. God, that is a storm. A storm is brewing, boys. A storm is brewing. Trade first and trade second, play around the different things. There's Doomsayer, there's Mana Wraith, there's a whole bunch of eventualities that can happen. You can't play around all of them at the same time, so like statistically optimal wise, just doesn't make a difference. The same amount are good or bad if you trade first and bad if you trade second. So it's like, doesn't matter either way. And there's no way I could have benefited from like Bluegill Warrior, Charge Minion, Spell Power, or anything like that, so I felt like playing around Mana Wraith. I just was itching and knew that that was the one that was coming. Sometimes you got a feeling. Oh baby, a storm is brewing. A storm is brewing. Put the same stat minions next to each other for Argus value. Get the most possible options if the same stat minions are next to each other while playing an Argus. Dun, dun, dun. Doomsayer is worse than Mana Wraith? I guess. They're both pretty bad. Not being able to play my minion sucks. I don't think it really matters. Because I would have Doomsayer on my turn, so then he can't develop as well. Got him. If I go for the Flame Tongue lethal, I don't have guaranteed clear on the Drake with the Lightning Storm, so I figured just preserving my board's a little bit stronger than that. Alright, Rogue. Get Hero Firebat. Freeze Mage is bad versus Control Priest? No. Freeze Mage very good against Priest Control. One of the best matchups for Freeze Mage. You have just plenty of time to generate fireballs and do whatever you want to do with your life. And then you generate 100 fireballs and Priest's like, alright, I heal for 2 a turn, and you're like, fireball your face! So you get them all day or day. Gonna keep Backstab, gonna keep Deadly Poison, look for Flurry, SI, Earthen Ring, Fan of Knives, all those good stuff. Preparation, not too bad either. We got 2 Violet Teachers to go with it, 2 Sprints to go with it, and just general tempo plays to try and take advantage early game so that we can not get smorked down. Mulligans his entire hand, possibly mid-range Paladin over Secrets Paladin. Fan of Knives is good in both matchups. Pretty solid to have it, especially with a prep. Like with a prep, you can do so many dirty things with it, especially if you find any of the 4 drops to go with it. Secrets. We have Deadly Poison. I still think we can justify poking just to play around the get down. Getting it out of the way before like Avenge and stuff get up with it is pretty solid. So I like poking just to try and find out some information about him, so we know he doesn't have get down up. We're probably going to have time to redagger in the future. Maybe not next turn, maybe we'll have to backstab SI, but we are likely to have time eventually. Is this Redemption? That's a question as well. Because Redemption would be annoying. Maybe I just pop the bubble and sit on it. Yeah. We'll sit on the backstab SI. We have deadly SI. I don't want to backstab it now and get blown out by redemption. Or do I? No, I don't. Okay. We'll save it for moving forward. We have deadly poison SI. We have Ezra Drake prep fan. We have Ezra Drake backstab prep fan. Like, we have plays for days coming up. Fuck, I should have killed it. What kind of idiot doesn't kill that mini bot? Such a terrible player. Oh shit, never mind, I'm really good. Sorry, guys. What the hell? So I want to get the deadly up in preparation for being able to do Ezra Drake preparation plays next turn. That is a good question. What could he play next turn that would make me want to have a deadly poison up while developing the Drake? So if he plays Shredder and I have deadly up, I can hit it and then Drake backstab it. Okay. I mean, it's decent against the eventuality of Shredder. So let's just get it out there. I think it's fine. The 1 damage is pretty irrelevant. The board control is more important moving forward. So now I want to be able to develop a Drake very safely and have as many options to go forward with that line of play. So just having the tempo of the deadly on the field seems good to me. So what do we have here? We have Drake backstab hit, which is ugly. We got Drake hit prep fan, which is even uglier. We have backstab SI, which is probably the least ugly, and then just develop South Sea Deckhand. I mean, all of them seem pretty gross. Did not expect him to be just throwing out Murloc Knights randomly. Alright, let's just backstab SI, I think. I want to get the Drake in play. The Drake in play is so solid. If he doesn't have True Silver, he gets wrecked. The thing is, though, if he has Redemption up, this is much worse. So I'm going to play around the eventuality of Redemption by backstab SIing. Because then we'd have to waste the prep fan on something we don't want to prep fan. So let's see if it's Redemption here. Alright, good. We played around Redemption, so that's fine. Unfortunately, the Deadly Poison didn't help us here, but just like having it equipped, I feel like gives us more options against many more things. So I'm still fine with wasting half of a card just to be prepared so we can have tempo for sure moving forward. The Swiss Open tournament is NA only for now. Maybe EU moving forward, but for now only NA. Sorry. Ooh, Ezra Drake backstab, not too bad. Repentance, you say. Alright, then we can use the deadly charge. Oh, are you kidding me? You dirty... Not Consecrate kills our whole board if we do that, and he's got another mini-bot in hand. Man, fuck this shit. Why do we have to give up the South Sea now? That's so gross. Most disgusting garbage. I can't use the prep fan here. Like, I need the fan to clear muster for battle, and I don't want my entire board dying to Consecrate, so I'm gonna have to do this. This is disgusting. Fucking mini-bot off Shredder. So much cancer. Why Swiss? Because I asked people on Twitter what tournament format they wanted, and they said, we want Swiss. So I said, let's do Swiss. And then I said, how many days do you want the tournament to last? And they said, we don't want it all in one day, make it 3 days. And I said, damn right, I'm making it 3 days. And then they said, I asked them how much prize pool they wanted, and they said they want about $350. And I was like, alright, first place, $350, let's do it. They were memeing me and trolling it, but I did everything people wanted on Twitter. So if you follow my Twitter, you can give me input on what you guys want from the tournament. That's coming up the 24th, and it's going on Strivewire the 14th. So, moving forward, it's going to be sweet. What format? It's a Swiss format, and then it cuts to top 8. I got a production crew lined up and casters lined up to produce and cast the top 8, and I have it going to be rebroadcasted and streamed on other language channels. So we should get the Russian community in it, and we should get the French community in it. So it should be pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Oh, prep swim, 30. Let's do that. So hopefully you all are as excited about it as I am. Alright, swing. No get down, what the hell? he just playing every single? Is this a double repentance? Whatever. So he's got another redemption, maybe? He's got the +1/1 to everything thing. What's Swiss format? Swiss format is everybody plays X amount of rounds, and then after that, whoever has the highest score after the rounds moves on. How much damage is this? We got 12? No, we got 13. 1450. We don't have lethal yet. We can lock him out though. I mean, I'm just emptying my hand for like Divine Favor eventualities, stuff like that, and just setting up to kill him. Because he dies soon. And I don't feel like we're dying. 2/2 Boombots. Kinda scary. Could've fanned, I guess. Instead of the SI, had the SI next turn. I think we'll be okay. Are you able to compete? Anyone's able to compete. It just has to go on NA. You have to be on NA servers, the only thing. So if you want to play the open tournament, you're more than welcome to. The sign-up link's not available yet. Soon though. Soon though. Soon. Alright, be right back. Alright. Priest. Haven't actually played this matchup. I assume that Juggler's still good. 3/2s are generally amazing against Priest for dealing with things. Owl's actually pretty good, especially dealing with the Blessing. Maybe I keep that. I can see it being reasonable. I mean, it's an early game card. If he gets a Velen's landed, it's one of the best ways to deal with it. Is it one deck Swiss or Conquest? It's Conquest best of 5 the whole way through, and it's broken up into 3 days, so it's not going to take ages. Because that was a big concern people had, was the fact that a lot of the current tournaments are pretty awkward to play in because they're just like 8-hour grinds, especially for Swiss format where you have to play like 7 rounds or so. So I wanted to make it multiple rounds. Or multiple days, so people didn't have to get, or so more people could play it without being like really late, or without, well, I cannot speak English, sorry, without being super fatigued from just so many tournament games in one day. This sucks, man. What the hell? He didn't keep another card, so I'm gonna assume there is no no Valence Chosen in his hand. This was the only card he kept, so no Valence Chosen. Hopefully, sometimes lucky. All right, we're trying to save coin for our good friend Mysterious Challenger, so let's do that. Yeah, next year we got Juggler Minibot. Alright. Let's land some juggles. Solid. Do we play around Holy Nova? Can we win if we play around Holy Nova? Is it right to play around Holy Nova? Should probably kill Cleric. We have a grind him out sort of hand, which is a weird thing to say in relations to Secret's Paladin. Weird. Yeah, alright, we do see the Holy Nova. Good thing we played around it a little bit, and played around it pretty much the best we could. It's what it is. We got the Mysterious Challenger on 5, though. So, come back, boys. Let's do it. Oh, the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. I'll bring it on. Taste my noble sack. Well, shit, man. That's taking my 9-8, or it's taking my 10-9 every time, by the way. Like, guaranteed. I've played Hearthstone long enough to know what's happening next. Alright, let's go. Oh shit, it's a good still attack, he didn't take it. The dream! The dream! We did it, boys! It lives! We don't get another juggle there. Thought I did. But it lives! Yeah, that's going phase. Beautiful, beautiful. That kills his own board if he's got a dragon in hand, but it does kill our guy. So is that worth for me? Just kill this, play Dr. Boom, seems good. Choma's annoying. Bye, board. Hello, Dr. Boom. Hopefully he still doesn't have a Shadow of Death. Why not juggle the 2-1 first, you noob? My bad, I'll try and work on my juggles. God damn. Critics and shit. Do I want the presence of the Boombot? Probably. Definitely playing all this crap. We're definitely going face here. And here. I guess I probably should have waited on the Shredder, whatever. I don't mind if it hits Shredder though, because 50-50 it's not killing it. There, it killed the 1-1. Perfect. I don't want it to hit my Dr. Boom because I like Dr. Boom. Nah, that's probably bad. We probably should have just hit it first. We started the turn that way. Seems good though. The 4-3 Boombot. Beautiful. Shit, man. Sometimes lucky. Never fucking lucky. Well, God. This did not work out well. That Boombot just lost me the game. Boombot could have won or lost me the game right there, and I had a higher chance in our favor to win the game. And it was just like, nah. Nah, you're gonna lose, buddy. And that's all she wrote, because this is Azure Drake Holy Nova off the top. Solid. Boombot, man. Also, if we hit the buff on the Shredder, we also won. Because then we could get through those guys. RNG. We had favorable RNG and negative RNG, so I mean, it is what it is. We got lucky with the Sylvanas. So it only makes sense that we don't get lucky with the Boombots. You can't get lucky twice. That's just unfair. Alright, back to the Hunter deck. Oh, I'm getting sick. I felt fine today, too. Oh wait, we got a donation. I missed. Oh, we got a $2 donation from Jay Skrilla. The tournament is only NA. If I am an American living in Europe who plays Hearthstone on NA, can I still complete? Thanks. Yeah, anyone, as long as you can play on NA server, you can compete. You can compete from anywhere, man. You can be on Mars, and if you can connect to the NA server, you're good to go, bro. Alright. Just Web Spinner seems okay. Owl actually seems decent, too. I'll make it Owl. Owl's pretty good at just keeping up early against Paladin, because they play like mini-bots and Haunted Creepers and stuff. No, Martians are OP. Dude, you gotta be able to compete with everybody. Open tournament, the whole galaxy can compete. Let's go. Wi-Fi sucks on Mars. Feels bad, man. Yeah. That's really what's stopping the Martians from playing. It's just their Wi-Fi connection. I don't know what they're doing up there. Alright. Sometimes lucky, he's gonna hit in it. Tag my web spinner. Alright, developing bow seems solid. Savage Combatant, that's sick! And then I can hero power it to deal 2 to face damage and my bow will hit for 5. That's dirty, man. He's not gonna want to kill it because of snakes? Oh my god. OP, OP. Ooh, that is annoying. Maybe I can't do Savage Combatant this turn. Oh, I mean, Knife Juggler Owl is pretty solid as well. See what happens, see what happens. Yeah. Do I even want to swing? It doesn't actually hurt me any. I can get the extra buff possibly here. I mean, Consecrate would be annoying. If I want to play around Consecrate, I should hit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be greedy with it. I'll hit to play around Consecrate. Looks like he is going to Consecrate. So we are going to get a Savage Combatant down. I guess. Unless we get better options. Because, I mean, it's so weak to True Silver. Oh, shit. Why would you proc the Snake Trap then? He knows there's a Snake Trap there. I'm confused. Just True Silver in my face? What the hell is going on here? I guess I proc the trap first. No, I should Ram Wrangler first, might get something that buffs it. I don't think he has Consecrate. He would have used it there if he had it, so might as well. Let's see what we get off this Ram Wrangler. King Crush. Oh, every time, man. It's so dirty. Oh, man, that feels good, man. Oh, this feels bad, man, for him, but that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I can Power Shot it. It doesn't specify enemy minions, so I can Power Shot it to do 12. So next turn I can Power Shot it, so 12 plus Kill Command for 5 more, so that's 17 from this alone. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we got lethal with the Power Shot your own Gazrilla. Esports! You're fucked, man. Take 24. What? Oh my god. Yeah, this is Wreckful's Hunter deck. I've been having some good games with that. That Hunter deck's been pretty sick. Wreckful made a good Hunter deck. I've been having fun with it. Alright, Druid vs Warrior, generally pretty good. None of these worth having. We're looking for Innovate, Wild Growth, Aspirant. And Keeper's not terrible. Keeper Wrath can deal with Patrons kind of effectively. We're on our way to being able to clear Patrons. If we had a Shade in the mix here, then we can set up to kill a 4-Patron extension. Which is pretty good, because then you can take Patrons to Fatigue. Turn 1 pass. Pretty standard for Megform Warrior. We don't have anything to like play, so I don't know if I even want to hit him in the face. If he's forced to armor and not really extend, then we can deny Battle Rage for a little while. We don't have any sort of damage really coming in, so I think it's okay. Forward control is how we win anyway. The Armor Smith. We still got nothing. I think cycling a Wrath on it's fine. Also think not cycling Wrath on it's fine. We don't know if it's Patron or Control Warrior. If it's Control Warrior, I want to cycle this Wrath. If it's Patron, I don't want to cycle this Wrath. I will hero power it, I think. I think hero powering it's okay. Just get to work on it. Maybe we want to Wrath it in the future, maybe we don't. Just keeping options open moving forward seems fine, and it's not like the 1 damage really matters against us, and he's not going to want to Battle Rage for 1 anyway. We gotta identify what type of warrior is before we can figure out what we're doing at these Wraths. So I'm going to drop the Shredder here. Hopefully we get a 3-2 out of it if he Despites it, so we can trade with this and kill it. We have a hand that we're not trying to kill him with if he is Patron. Our hand against Patron right now is more about killing Patrons, so. 3 attack, 3 attack. Big money, big money. God damn it. And I can't even play my damn minions. Oh, we top deck Shredder though, so sometimes lucky. Alright, if he swings with the Despite, then he can trade in the Armor Smith into this. But as it stands, he can't play Patron without coining if he has Patron here, so that's good for us. The Mana Wraith actually helps us in that regard. This Patron costs 6 right now, and he can't kill it without either expending a card or swinging the Despite. So maybe this Mana Wraith is preventing Patrons from him. We still don't know if he's Patron or Control. Ooh, that's a good card against both. Well, not really against Patron, because you can roll 1 to down, but slowing him down is always good, man. What does he got? What does he got? Shredder. Still don't know if it's Patron or Control. God damn it. Tell me what you are. I don't want to keep it that regardless. Like, there's better keeper targets in both matchups, right? Well, I guess if he's like the weird Rainad Patron, there's not better keeper targets. But what am I doing with the rest of my turn if I'm keepering it? Like, not much. Like, I could keeper it to deal 2 damage, Wrath for 1, and then trade into it, is the thing. I think, regardless, we just start out trading this in. Alright, if he's Patron, then this is awkward. Am I supposed to just like keeper this and hero power it? That feels shitty. Like, that ended up awful for me. I mean, I'm gonna commit to it and just play Azure Drake. I still don't know what kind of warrior he is. I'm leaning more towards Control than like Rainad Patron. Can I show you the Hunter deck? If you look at Wreckful's Twitter, he posted it a while ago. I was just net decking his Hunter deck. And we've been having some good games with it. We've been getting pretty lucky and doing some troll shit. Alright, no Patron came out. We're leaning more towards Control Warrior now, so I'm going to try and find avenues to cycle these Wraths, because I feel like it's got to be Control Warrior at this point. And I'm going to save Wild Growth for cycling later game. So this is probably Belcher then? Oh yeah, Control Warrior. Alright. So cycle a Wrath and play Lotheb, I think. Lotheb or another 5-drop if we get a better one. Harrison Jones is not terrible here. He's already used a Death Spite, so at this point, like, denying weapon charges is still just pretty Gucci. If he has another Death Spite, we get punished. But since he is, he's Control Warrior, not Patron, I think I'm going to do it. I think it's good enough. Good enough for me. The card's the more important part, so we just grind him into the ground. More focused on grinding than any other aspects, really. Just getting board control, getting card advantage. Just being able to keep up with him card for card is really important. Doesn't look like he's got the other Death Blade. We saved the Keeper early game, and that is going to reward us pretty heavily here, because we can get this silence down on the Sylvanas. Is there any alternatives to silencing there? No. Do I want to play Savage Combatant, or do I want to swipe? I think I should silence, definitely, for sure. Going all in seems silly. He hasn't used either Shield Black or either Shield Maiden, so all-inning him here doesn't seem very good. We can set up lethal next turn with Lotheb, hopefully, but for right now, swipe or Savage Combatant is the question. Kind of like Savage Combatant. I think more pressure is good. Alright. Looks like he's playing an 8-drop. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Ah, kill the Zod. Alright. Who plays Kill the Zod? We can still grind him out potentially. How greedy is his deck though if he's running Kill the Zod? Like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we have tempo. Lost a lot of card advantage. We have a Lord Reload though. We can find the other combo and push for lethal again. Loot order, huh? That is weird. I guess a hero part on the loot order. Could trade up with War X or a weapon of any kind, so hero parting it down seems relevant. Got Boom in the next turn. 22 damage if we have combo, if we have the 5/5 up. Can't draw combo. 21 damage, because he has like Wild Growth for the second piece. So 3 damage off lethal, assuming he doesn't armor and trades one of the 5/5 downs and one of the 5/5 sticks. So. Alright. Well, we dealt with Kel'Thuzad, we dealt with Boom. Still gotta deal with, like, and we dealt with Sylvanas. So what's left? Like, there's probably Varian and then one other bomb. So 2 bombs left in his whole deck to deal with. We don't run Big Game Hunter in this deck, though, so it's gonna be pretty hard to keep up with that. He's got 1 Death Spite left, 1 Fire War X left. We got this boom. If he doesn't have a strong turn here and we just get boom in there, it could be pretty sick. What the hell is this shit? Just random stuff in this guy's deck. And it's all killing me, man. It's all killing me. Gotta find combo. We're really close to lethal if we can get combo. I'm ignoring the 6-8 because there's no way I can afford to kill that thing. Is Ezra Drake better? No. Alright. Good talk. 9 cards left. Combo's in there somewhere. We're gonna find it. Make dreams come true. So he's got Big Game Hunter. It's unfortunate. Boombot's gonna have to do work here. Oh, he's gonna bash to escalate it? What? No, bash shield summon. Okay, that makes sense. Bash execute. Second Maiden. That's gonna make Leaf Land him a bit harder. Alright, so we drop Ezra Drake. Just try and make Boombots happen. Boombots could win us the game. Never know, man. They always got a chance. Come on, Boombot. I mean, it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. But still, like, just so close. So close to being so good. We keep tempo, though. What card did he duplicate? He didn't duplicate that Shield Maiden, I don't think. I think it's something else. Not sure what it is, but it's not a Shield Maiden, so that's good. Alright, there's Varian. Armor Smith. Yes, Sarah. This is such a greedy deck. Such a greedy deck, and he cribbed out so well with it. Feels bad, man. How do I win? I need to cycle this and hit the combo, and even then I lose. No way I win. And the second combo's in bottom 4. Okay. That Kel'Thuzad, man, holy shit. That Kel'Thuzad ruined me. It's such a greedy deck. If he doesn't hit that Kel'Thuzad, like, right there when he had it, he loses every time. Such garbage. What's Doomsayer even gonna do? Man, I got 4 cards left in my deck and he's probably just gonna play 100 more bombs. But sure, should have taken it. This seems good. Let's keep all this junk. Let's wreck some Secrets Pally, boys. Solid turn 1 zombie chow. Not much decision making there. Secret's Paladin. Well, if we go for the owl trade, we gotta kind of worry about redemption. Same time, we have so much removal in my hand. I think it's justifiable to just say deal with it if it's redemption. All right, we're dealing with it. That's fine. I mean, he's not gonna play anything like weak first redemption anyway. Could have been more patient with it, I guess, but I want to be able to Dark Bomb in the upcoming turn, Sand Coil. Such and such. So we can kill this thing and then Dark Bomb that after he gets avenged. No, we can Dark Bomb either after the Avenge, so we can coil this and then Dark Bomb that if it's Avenge. Not Avenge. So I guess we just tap and trade now. Oh, I forgot about that one. Secrets confuse me, guys. Hellfire off the top every time. Not Hellfire, but not bad. We have both these Dark Bombs still. So awkward, man. White Coil 1-1. We play around Redemption number 2. Just all-ins me. Probably a good way to just Belcher here. It's so weak to Owl, but like, when are we taking the risks? I think it's fine. Like, you can test what's on board pretty well. Alternatively, we have like Watcher, Coin Argus. It's pretty good. We have double Dark Bomb, which isn't too bad. I think I just like Belcher saving the coin for possible coin plays later. And like, if he's got Owl, he's got Owl. And that's just life. So I'm pushing 4 damage this way. Monster Quartermaster, Mysterious Challenger. No Hellfire. Feels bad, man. Yeah, we can't really interact with the secrets too well this turn, so I guess we just taunt up and pray. Oh, he's got no redemption up, I guess that means. Still got the Avenge though. We're pretty dead. Yeah. I don't think there's anything we could have done that game no matter which line we took. Like, looking back on all the possible lines we could have taken, I think all of them lost us the game just simply because we don't have the Hellfire there to deal with the, deal with all the 1/1 tokens. Mustering the Quartermaster is good, man, when they can't answer it into Secret Keeper, or Secret Dude. Why wouldn't I kill the Quartermaster? Because that adds damage to his board because of Avenge and Noble Sacrifice. So my minion would attack into a 2/1, which would then cause Avenge to proc and just make everything bigger. And I'd be facing down even more Paladins, so I'd be dead on board after that. So it wouldn't have been good for me. This way he had to have some way to deal damage to me. Either True Silver or Consecrate. This way was better. Okay, am I going to keep Frostbolt against Warrior? Probably not. I'd probably just keep Mana Worm and try and find just early tempo-y things to go with it. Shredder pretty good against Warrior. We're just playing this turn 1, hoping he doesn't have Coin War X. No War X one time! Sometimes lucky, let's go. So much talent and skill. Win X, OP. It's gonna be a hard game now. We got Defender Argus though. That's pretty nifty. That's pretty nifty. No, this doesn't die on board, so we could play that. We could play the counterspell as well. Try and make our minions a bit stickier moving forward. We could play this and counterspell to get the War Axe charge out. Doesn't seem unreasonable, and then lead into Shredder. Then we can't play this in counterspell. I guess we just get counterspell down because everything else just dies to War Axe. I don't want to play Flamemaker into it War Axe because then you can just cruel it or whatever. He had the War Axe early game, which leans more towards Control Warrior than he does Patron because they run 2 War Axes. And based on what he's been doing so far, not playing Unstable Goes Armor Smiths or anything like that, seems okay. Alright, we forced out the Cruel Taskmaster. Pretty good. It's actually good for him playing it there. Like, now he can set up to deal with my Shredder a little bit more effectively, which is kind of annoying that he made that play. Good Flamewaker Argus. No, that dies as well. So I guess we just Shredder, get rid of the weapon charge, and then try and stabilize Flamewakers or something moving forward. On turn 6 mana, we could do the Flamewaker Sorcerer's Apprentice Argus, which isn't terrible. Hopefully we get 2-3 here. Yeah, 2-3. Yes, what's up? Alright. What is the play here? Do I just want to get a Flamewaker down there? Do I want to use Flame Cannon on that? That's kind of a weak Flame Cannon target. We want to use Flame Cannon on something a bit bigger, I think. So I don't think I want to use Flame Cannon here. Just gonna hold back on Flame Cannon. I think I just extend 2 minions into this and swing. And then hope he plays Belcher. I can try and protect the Flamewaker from the Despite by playing the Argus here. I think the Argus is good. Despite doesn't kill it in one go anymore, and this thing's not at 1 health. Just Despite not killing it in one go seems pretty solid. And we get to save the Flame Cannon for the Belcher. Hey! How much do I want to extend into Brawl now? Because that's a real concern. Alright. I guess I will hold back a bit. God, I want to YOLO. Like, you guys don't understand how bad they are. I just want to YOLO and say, I guess we lose to Brawl. But, like, scary, man. Scary, bro. Alright. Alright, we'll mostly YOLO. Mostly YOLO. Oh, sweet Arcane Shot. Face damage, boys. Alright, if he has Brawl, I guess that's what happens. He needs Execute Brawl. No Execute Brawl, no Shield Slam Brawl. Oh yeah, well obviously Counterspell, but he's got 6 mana, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention, class. There's an Execute, he was aiming it. Flash Heal. Lucky him, he gets the 1 mana spell off the Spell Slinger. Feels bad, man. Now Brawl is even more of a concern. How much damage do we have? So we go 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's a lot of damage, man. I guess I hit those. Even if he has Brawl at this point, he's probably dead-minded. Like, we'll get there, right? Following my dreams. He could have Brawled last turn if he had it, because he had Flash Heal Brawl. So it doesn't make sense for him not to have Brawled last turn. So he has to top deck the Brawl. Bargain. Boom. Yeah, Temple Mage feeling strong. And we're back to Priest. I don't like this Priest deck. I want to go back to the old Priest deck. The old Priest deck is actually fun to play. So the old Priest deck was like... The old Priest deck was weird, man. There's like Mind Control, this guy. We had these bad boys in there. What else is there? There's like 2 light bombs. Or there's 1 light bomb. There's like a Thought Steal. And these guys in there. These in there, that in there. There's Boom. This was a crazy Priest deck. Alright, let's do it. There's like the sisters or cultists, but like cultists are pretty much just better. Oh, I forgot the Holy Champions. There were Holy Champions there. I have Belchers instead of Holy Champions in there right now. The Priest deck went 50-50 last time, so maybe Belchers will be a slight improvement to it. Worth seeing what happens with it. Nexus Champion? I don't own Nexus Champion's Rod, man. I don't have the dust. A $2 donation from Sarubi HS that I missed. Love the stream. What do you think is a good third deck in a lineup of Control Warrior and Handlock aiming to counter Patron and hinder Control Warrior? Duplicate Mage, man. You get some like Duplicate Mage with like Water Elementals, 2 Flame Strikes, Duplicate, and 1 Ice Block, and Heal Bots and all that garbage. Some sort of Echo Duplicate-y Mage thing would be really good with that lineup because it can farm Patron like 100% of the time, and if you have Water Elementals, Duplicates, and Sludge Belchers, you're going to be able to beat Control Warrior with it as well. So it targets both of those matchups really solidly, which would be exactly what you're going for with that. So yeah, I'd look into try and make something happen with that. There's a few players that actually run that lineup. The person that won there was a tournament series for Fireside Gatherings, and the person that won that, actually, their lineup was... the Fatigue Echo Duplicate Mage, and then they also had Handlock and Control Warrior, and they won that tournament, so pretty solid. They qualified for BlizzCon with it. I think it's a pretty solid lineup. And I got a $1 donation from Lotta Hearthstone. Hey Firebat, if you have all of your classes golden and we average 10 minutes a game and you win all of your games, that's 30 days of playing Hearthstone. That's a lot of playing Hearthstone. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know exactly how much I waste my life. Feels good, man. See, you just heal by that? Oh, no, you were by me in the face. Ooh. Tempo. The tempo. Didn't play around Keeper of the Grove. It's okay. Doesn't happen. Doesn't have Keeper of the Grove, let's make a big ass dude. Well, I want a hero power over Thought Steal here because we play Frost Giants. We gotta get those Frost Giants down, man. No, he had Keeper of the Grove. Why didn't he just pick up the... Oh no, he top decked it. Okay. Makes sense. tokens and stuff, and we have no AoE in our hand. That's not very good for us. Oh, cool. I think Belcher's probably better at this point. Just trade that guy off. Trade that guy off. Seems to be alright on board. Like, our board contests his fairly well. We're kind of weak to, like, swipe hero power, though. It's the only thing. So no swipe, and we're good. Uh-oh. What does he got? Don't do it to me. The old wild growth for the token. He's got another living roots. No, he's just 0 fire. Alright, alright. He shouldn't hit that, man. Then we can cycle off Holy Nova if we get a Northshire Cleric. I want to draw for the Northshire Cleric, but at the same time I want a hero power so I can reduce the cost of my Frost Giants. So I think I'll just Holy Nova heal to reduce the cost of Frost Giants. Like, we had 1 out of 10, so 10% chance to be able to draw 2 cards off a Northshire Cleric that turn, but I'd rather take the consistency of lowering my Frost Giants. That's how I'm going to win the game in the long run anyway. I feel like there's not going to be better death targets besides Boom in his deck. And we have another death somewhere in here, so maybe this is worth deathing to maintain tempo on the board. Depends what we draw. Oh, another Living Roots. Both Living Roots are gone. Holy Nova. Alright, let's play this first to draw. Death Alkanize seems solid. Extending the board. We got Mind Control coming up soon, so we make a Legendary, then we have Mind Control following that. So we should be able to put a lot of pressure on and just grind him out. Ooh. Just used death. I was like, this is the only, he only has 1 other death target in his deck. And he's like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna draw that now. It's okay. Let's pop the Boombot, then pop the other Boombot with our hero power. That's scary. God damn it. Kill my Alganite. Something big. Never lucky. It's okay, he's got to swipe this turn. So it's kind of awkward for him to deal with the board. And then we can hopefully get a good Mind Control off because of that. Grind him out, man. Even if he has Big Game Hunter, we're not in too bad of a shape, because if he has got Big Game Hunter and then he's trading the 7/7 into the 5/4, which means Holy Nova's pretty sweet. If he has Swipe and Big Game Hunter, though, then we're just boned. Oh man, I don't want to Mind Control a 7/2. So I guess I kill it. And there's nothing I can play with 1 mana anyway, so I'm just going to lower the cost of my Frost Giants for when I get them. Hopefully he just plays 1 really big minion. Just drop, like, Ysera. Just do it. No priest plays Mind Control. What silly priest would do this? Ancient Allure would be good. I wouldn't mind that. Bear. Alright. Alright, I like that. I can take that. Let's do that. My thanks to you. Not too bad, not too bad. Not the best Mind Control value, not the worst Mind Control value. You gotta remember we're playing against some sort of token druid, so He's running double Living Roots, Violet Teachers. Yeah. What silly priest plays Mind Control? I like that priest deck, man. I think Belcher's improved it. I think Belcher's were better than, So, like, originally what I had in here was, Originally I had these guys in here, which are cool. You set up some pretty sweet lethals with it. I swapped them out for Belcher's, and then I dropped... What did I drop? I dropped the Sisters for Dark Cultists. Dark Cultists are infinitely better than the Sisters. The Sisters, like, they seem like they're so good, but, like, they're too inconsistent with how you want to be playing your buff cards in your curve and trying to fit in your hero powers to lower your frost giants and stuff. So I don't really like them. This card's still up for debate too. Ysera might just simply be better than this card, but I'm not totally sure yet. It does force them to act on it, which is good for setting up mind controls and good for just, like, sometimes you can get situations where they can't act on it. So I don't know. I feel like this deck's super fun though. If you're looking for something fun to play and have all those cards, go for that one. That one's fun. Alright, back to Patron Warrior. Going from the top. What's up, Viper Foley? Viper Foley? I don't know how to say your name. Well, what's up, man? Saying hello in chat and stuff. What's the point of Valence Chosen, really? Valence Chosen's sick, dude. It's a 3-mana 2/4 with charge. It also makes a big fat minion, which is really important in Priest because it allows you to value off your heals and trade up with things. Because you're playing minions on curve, your removal's pretty weak for the most part. You just have deaths. You don't have anything to really help your guys trade up. So when you're playing minions on board consistently, being able to trade up is really solid. So double Valence Chosen just for keeping board control is really good. It also works insanely well with the Blood Knight Lieutenant. If you can get a big Blood Knight Lieutenant, you can get it to this point where it just keeps stacking out of control and they're forced to execute it. And then if they're forced to execute that, then you hit them with the Frost Giants, and they're like, shit, man, why is this priest playing Giants? I just executed this big Blood Knight Lieutenant because I couldn't kill it and he was drawing cards off it. And now I'm getting crushed by Giants. So it's pretty sweet. It's like the concept anyway, like on paper, and then it turns out they can just hit you in the face really hard and kill you really fast sometimes. But such is the life of Priest. The old think for 20 minutes armor pass. He kept so many cards, man. I haven't saved coin for Arizona Jones. Otherwise, I can't deal with patrons on 5. He keeps 3 cards, so he's probably guaranteed to be able to get off with patrons on 5, and we want to stop that. One of the cards he kept was Shield Block. That is questionable keep at best. Now I think it's less likely he can get off on patrons on 5, but still, like, holding coin for Harrison Jones can prevent the first Death Spite from making patrons on 5, so I can make patrons first, and that's what I want to be doing. If I can make patrons before him, I win most of the time. Couple War Axe. Is this Control Warrior? Seems to be Control Warrior, possibly. It's definitely a toss-up, for sure. We can make 4 patrons and just hope he doesn't have Brawl going forward as well. Because I don't want to play a 30-hour game against Control Warrior where I grind him out to the end. I think I'm fine getting 1 off Acolyte. If I get 2 off Acolyte, honestly, I overdraw, right? 3, 6, 9, so I play it, I go down to 8, and then I get 1, I go up to 9, and then up to 10. So if I get 2, I overdraw, so he could potentially overdraw me if he tried really hard. So I guess I just shield block so I don't get overdrawed. Gnomish, that means patron. But with a weapon and a Gnomish on the board, it's pretty easy for him to deal with patron extensions. So now what? I don't have a weapon. It's pretty garbage. I have to play a card this turn. Like, what card am I gonna on? Like, I don't want to execute a Gnomish. I mean, I could just go off with patrons. You can kill 2 of them, but then he's like lower on resources after the fact. If he does get the slam, you can kill all 3. Slam or execute, so it's like super weak. But at the same time, what else am I doing with this turn? I mean, he can't deal with the second 3/3 at the moment. He would need a Cruel Taskmaster or an Inner Rage, and they can deal with the second 3/3. So we need like Cruel Taskmaster Slam, or Cruel Taskmaster Execute, or Inner Rage Execute, or Inner Rage Slam. I think, honestly, like, my hand's so clunky, I don't know how I can, like, empty my hand very effectively regardless. So I'm just gonna do it, and see if he's got it. Otherwise, it's like so hard drawing cards moving forward. So hopefully he doesn't. Well, he didn't have the enrage to kill that, so that's good. He's got own whirlwind. That means the patron count is even. So if we get a weapon, then we're 2 patrons ahead. Oh baby. Subject and direct. Yeah, we took a risk there. We got rewarded. I felt like he would either make patrons before me, or my hand would be too clunky moving forward to really do anything. So I think it was worth the risk to go out there with patrons, even though there was a potential for him to sweep it back. It's just like, there's no way I could empty my hand without like overdrawing one. One of their arguments for not nerfing Patron was the fact that it's got one of the lowest win rates in tournaments. Because a lot of people just fuck it up in tournaments. It's kind of funny. And it also just gets like super targeted in tournaments. But yeah, I agree. On ladder, like, it is ridiculously OP. I can't believe they didn't nerf it. Slamming my own patron to look for an answer here. Well, what do you got? Oh, what do you got? Slam number 2. Shield block first, I guess, and then what is my backup plan if you shield block? Slam my own patron, go face for 6, or go face for, yeah. I think it's fine. You have double frothing, that's pretty sweet. Double frothing, double war song. I mean, like, I could swing face to make 2 patrons, but at the same time, like, 2 patrons dies to a weapon execute. He didn't have the weapon last turn. Probably still doesn't have it this turn. He has to top deck it. Top deck's the weapon. But I mean, like, I kill my own 1/1s if I do that. Or 3/1s. And they're actually kind of relevant for damage. Oh, he wasted the whirlwind effect. Wow. That's fine. So we can just draw here and set up towards killing him. Oh yeah, we kill him real soon now. Emperor with Warsong Double Frothing is ridiculous. Warsong Double Frothing on its own is a lot of damage. And now we got the Emperor in the mix. It's going to be a good couple turns coming up. If he extends with patrons, then we can just probably kill him. We had to count the damage still, but it's going to be a lot. Because it's going to make... We're going to have so many things to pop off of. I guess we wait a turn. Oh no, he's going full all in here. So how much damage is it? Warsong, frothing. Let's see how full his board. He's got 4 on the board, so this 7. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're 2 damage off lethal. Now he can't really kill us with 2 cards, so we can just Emperor. And just execute the 5/2 in the armor and then kill him on the next turn. 2 damage off lethal. Close. Wow, that is aggressive. He's only 22, he's at 24. There would be 7 minions on the field, so that is 14, and then we have 2 from each Frothings, which is 4, which is 18, and then 4 from the Despite makes it up to 22. So no, we did not have lethal. Because we don't get the benefit from the patrons till we only have one more win, man. 7 minions, 7 times 2, plus the 4 damage from the original patron's attacks, plus the 4 from the death spray. That's all the damage we had. It's 22. He conceded before I could do any of the damage, man. Alright, Druid. Pretty solid matchup most of the time. I think we actually won it last time in like a landslide, so that's pretty sweet. I guess we keep Hexer this hand. We got a lot of early game tempo. Could possibly Hex out some sort of innervate draw. Seems pretty solid. Alright, turn 1 zombie chow. Seems good. Seems not bad. I don't like playing Patron. Man, so many people just like shit talk me in chat when I play Patron. This is my least favorite deck to play on stream. I guess we Flame Tongue trade up. We can't just let this persist. Seems better than Rockbiter. I mean, we got Rockbiter Coin Totem Golem. Seems okay as well. That's actually probably better. We lose the Rockbiter, but keep the Flame Tongue Totem. It's awkward for the curve moving forward, but the thing is, like, an empty Flame Tongue Totem out on the board, he just develops any minion and then can kill it on the following turn. No shade. Hey. Taunt Totem. Yes! Best totem. Seems like a good trade, man. This one has to be on this side, yeah. Alright, good. Just thinking about positioning as we move forward to how I can slot totems. And this is a death rattle, so it turns into 1/1, so then I can't run things in on the like that are on this side of it. So I want to put this on this side, so then when this guy dies, it doesn't spawn 1/1. So if I have totems here from pushing the totem button, I can run those in after the fact. So I can just sort of slingshot in some extra damage there. So that's why I want the Haunted Creeper on the left side. General rule of thumb, when you're playing Shaman, death rattle's on the left side. Because your totems spawn in on the right side, every time. Oh, Blood Knight. That's fancy. Alright, we got a sick trade. We're gonna put this Tuskar Totemic now. I'm fine on either side, I guess. Let's roll the totem first, see what we get. This Taunt Totem, we put it on this side. Not Taunt Totem. So I guess we put it on this side, try and get the Flame Tongue Totem as close to the middle as possible. Oh, sick. Totem Golden value. That's dirty, man. What do we got here? Charge through the Clan to Flame Tongue Totem. Guys, leaving Flame Tongue Totem. That is just silly. What are you doing? What are you doing? You gotta charge that into Flame Tongue Totem, man. Look at that. Like, come on. You're giving me free wins here. That's not fair. What was that play? +6. can hit him for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage is our max reach this turn. Is there any way we could squeeze more? Not really. But I mean, like, Boom's pretty good. How do I get Boom out here efficiently, though? This is kind of awkward, because we're losing Boom Bots, right? I guess we trade here and lose some Boom Bots. Attack here first. So oh man, this guy's hand was bad. The double roar hand, I've been there, man, the feels. Whenever I play Druid and draw double roar, it's so sad. So sad. Roar is like one of those cards, so good late game. So absolutely and utterly useless early game. We got a $1 donation from I Love Gatorade. Hey, remember you talked about having a Gatorade machine? I was thinking about getting one. Could you explain where you got it and how it works and stuff? Oh, I didn't have a Gatorade machine. I went to Walmart, which I don't know if they have that in Europe. Probably not. But, so in the camping section in Walmart, there's this big ass, like, 15-gallon, like, water dispenser jug that people, like, take camping with them and whatever, like, recreational things and sports games, they use it. And then I just filled it with Gatorade power and Gatorade, like, and like water, and then just like mixed the Gatorade in there with the powder stuff, because the powder stuff's like $2 compared to like normal Gatorade is like expensive as hell. And then just put that on my desk and you just push the button and then like water comes out. I don't know, there's fundamental flaws with it, so I don't recommend it. One of the problems that we encountered with that method of hydration is that the Gatorade powder is not meant to be sitting around for longer than a week in Gatorade form. In the powdered form, it's fine. So you're supposed to just make like your powdered Gatorade. You're supposed to make like a glass of it and then drink it. So if you let it sit for like a week, it goes bad. So you'd have to like make 15 gallons of Gatorade and then drink it within a week. So if that's like the schedule you can keep up, then it works great. But did not work great for me because I could not drink 15 gallons of Gatorade a week. All right, another donation though. We got $5 from Viper Raffoli. This arena shouldn't be empty. This area shouldn't be empty. I played your mage deck to legend last season. Thanks. Hope you have a fabulous rest of the stream. Just call me Vi, by the way, so you don't butcher my name again. Oh shit, I didn't read that part first. Apologize, Vi. Thanks for the donation, man. I'm glad you like the mage deck. Yeah, that mech mage with Fel Reavers. That was solid, man. That was a good deck. Had a lot of success with it myself as well. Do I want an Earthen Ring here? Or do I want a dagger? I have a Deadly Poison, so like daggering's not bad. Point Earthen Ring's not bad either. I think I will just dagger though. I generally prefer daggering on 2. Like as rogue, daggering on 2 just feels so solid. Why not just 7.5 gallons and half the mix? That would have been smart, but like, I don't know. You get sick of Gatorade like really quick doing that. The powdered stuff just isn't worth it, dude. Like it's so cheap, and there's a reason why it's cheap. It's pretty low quality. I don't recommend it. I actually, like, I still have the jug. I just don't make more Gatorade in it. I should probably use it for just like regular water. It'd be pretty sweet, so I don't have to get up and get water all the time. Alright, well this has favorable trades on board, assuming no true silver champion. Also, other lines that we have here are like Deadly Poison, Backstab. We gotta worry about Avenge and stuff in that case. We get Deadly Poison, hit Sap. That's like a line. How does that fare? So Deadly Poison, we hit this. It avenges that. We sap that, and then we have like Fan and Knives set up moving forward. We get Deadly Poison this, and then sap that. Does that guy cost more? Nah, I'm just hope he doesn't have True Silver. I think it's better. What? Repentance. I'm thinking about all these secrets and stuff, and it's Repentance. What the hell? Repentance is so random, dude. That's your opening secret. I mean, well, if you draw it in your hand, you gotta play it turn 1, right? That's not necessarily, but... Well, we saved the backstab for this juggler, so we're good to go there. He missed the juggle. Pretty sweet for us. So we got... pretty sick fan value possibly this turn. Backstab, deadly poison fan. Seems alright. Like, it's not stellar. So you could easily have muster for battle moving on the next turn, but what are you gonna do, man? Can't play around everything. What are you gonna do? You got alright, and then muster for battle. Sweet, no muster for battle. We did it, boys. Do I even want to swing? I don't think I even do. Let's play Ezra Drake first, test for the other thingy. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass here. Like, the dagger charge activating flurry is pretty good. The only thing we didn't play around, the only secret out of all the secrets is competitive spirit that we didn't play around. So, God bless, he has it, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so we got Flurry into Eviscerate. Clears the board. Well, we should probably proc Redemption first. That makes sense, yeah. The Avenge could go anywhere, though. It's the awkward thing. If the Avenge goes here or here, we're fine. If the Avenge goes here, we're sad. So we'll see what happens with it. 2 out of 3 is good. Sometimes lucky. There we go. Actually, it was all fine because we just clear with fan instead of Eviscerate. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is really good. He should have killed that Drake is what he should have did. This is a nightmare for him. Holy hell. Might have been better still just use the Eviscerate so we have fan for muster for battle on other turns. Oh, hello. Think he runs another redemption in his attack? He must, right? He runs 2 redemptions? What a dick. So we can just sap it, I guess. I'm gonna sap it, may as well play this. Seems reasonable. Because, like, if I kill it, it comes back to life with 1 health, and then we got a 6-1 staring us in the face. So I kinda like just sapping it. So we can go sap this. And then we can coin the dagger, kill the thingy. And then the thingy comes back to life, so we're all good on that front. Then we can backstab it. So we push the 4 here. We may not have time because of the rope. Animations, go, 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 go. Yes! We need to kill it because it kills our Ezra Drake if we don't, so that was pretty important. That was the only way to play against Redemption, so nailed it. I should play around Adventurous. It's been too long thinking, it's fine. Hey man, we did good enough that turn. We did good enough. Look, he accepts the fact that we did good enough. I don't know. I think it was a bit tricky, man. We did it. We did it. Found a line that won. We beat Dr. 6 into Dr. 6. There you go. Paladin mirror. Secrets for days. Oh my, oh my. Alright. Knife Juggler and Muster and Haunted Creeper are all deliciously good. Why am I playing Cancer Paladin? Because it's very popular and I want to make sure I know how to play against it, and the best way to learn to play against it is by playing it. And I gotta play all 9 decks, and I don't really want to play Midrange Paladin because I've already been playing Midrange Paladin a lot. So I really just want to focus on decks that I don't know how to play as well, and Cancer Paladin is one of them. Since I didn't think it was consistent or worth playing, and then a lot of people started playing it and doing well with it, so I figured I might as well see what it's all about, and while I'm playing all 9 decks to try and learn about things, let's throw it in there and get some learning. So that's why. Why am I streaming so early in the morning? When do you sleep, dude? I usually sleep during the day. Sweet. It's usually pretty hard for Paladin to deal with this. Like, he needs to have Coin Coghammer exactly to be able to kill the Knife Juggler here. I'm pretty sure. There's probably a few other ways you can do it, obviously, but a lot of them are unlikely. What do you got? No Coghammer. Oh, baby. Yep. Yep. Okay. I have to hit it. Play around Queen Consecrate. 2 damage is worth it. Oh my god. Oh, my curve's so good though. Look at that, that's beautiful. Do I trade these? Player on Coin Quartermaster? Yeah, Coin Quartermaster is a real threat. So I'll trade these, player on Coin Quartermaster. Seems relevant to me while I'm already ahead on board so much and I got 5 to 6 lined up. Makes sense. $1 donation from Sanchez, I think, or Cianch3Z. Hey, what's the deck list for this rogue? It's my favorite class, and I want a viable deck to run because of this new expansion. Thank you. It's my old oil rogue deck that I've like consistently ran in tournaments. I can show it after the game. It's just Saucy Deckhand, Double Teacher, No Shredder, Edwin. 1 Earthen, 1 Healbot. Anti-aggro Rogue Tick. Hopping the Creeper, huh? It hints towards having Consecration in his hand. So I'd expect that to be... Alright, so he's got Consecrate in his hand. I think we can understand that. Oh no, he just wants to get value off the weapon, maybe? Maybe he doesn't have Consecrate, he wants to get value off the weapon. That could make sense as well. Do I pop the Belcher here? Seems justifiable. Let's pop the Belcher. Alright. Is Emerthine my favorite band? Not really. But I like him. There's a lot of them on the playlist, and it's just like the RNG of the playlist keeps playing them. It's like a couple thousand song playlist, and there's like how many by them, and they keep coming on? Let me count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 songs by them on my playlist. So it's just RNG that it keeps coming up out of the 1,000-long playlist. Like 3 of the songs by them I played so far, I think. Maybe even 4. It's crazy. Sub-hype! Sub hype Raja 242 just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Bad Cave team thing. You are sub 110, man. I appreciate the support, dude. Awesome. Alright, what do we got going on here? Let's see what we got left. We got the competitive spirit and repentance remaining. So, consecrate's a fun card. Let's see that consecrate. No consecrate. Maybe it's better to do this. This is big game hunter. They lose 2 damage, but mains are board a bit healthier. I'm gonna take the damage, cause fuck them. Solid. Alright, Avenge. Hopefully not on the 7/7. Good. Because I didn't want too big. I didn't want the buff to get on that and then I get big game hunted or Aldor or whatever. Distributed buffs is good. Tyrion seems like a fun card. Nice taunt, bro. Hopefully no equality consecration, but even in that eventuality, we get a big ass dong hammer. We just smack the shit out of him. Oh, is he have it? No, he's got his own Tyrion. The Tyrion Wars. Wow, we had a lot of damage that turn. That was a lot of damage. Alright, back around to the Hunter. We've had some sick games with the Hunter, so I'm expecting something amazing here. I'm hoping, man. What time do I typically stream? I typically stream 4 AM to 8 AM Central Standard Time. Oh shit, I forgot to show the rogue deck list. My bad, dude. I'll show the rogue deck list after this one. For sure this time. For sure this time. Well, we got Curve with cards. Hunter's Mark's pretty good early. Possibly help this web spinner trade up with something to give us some value. Clear his board, get a 4/3 in play. You never know, man. Things could happen. And turn 1 secret. Oh, that's new. Alright, we can go Coin Haunted Creeper into Scavenging Hyena. Mid-range Paladin, though. Ooh, a trade. Well, we can set up this to trade with the board, but we can get blown out by Muster for battle. I don't feel like using the Hunter's Mark here makes any sense. I mean, it makes the guy not die to Muster for battle, which is good, but at the same time, like, we don't even benefit from it sticking afterwards. So, like, we can't top deck a Houndmaster to play on top of it or anything, so it's like, seems like a weak Hunter's Mark. So I think I'll just trade here and be vulnerable to the Muster for battle. Zombie Chow and Muster is really hard for an aggro deck to beat. It's just too strong, man. Too strong, man. It's okay. Unfortunately, he had the read on the Scavenging Hyena and made the trade into our thing. Well, I guess it makes sense to make trade in the thing just to set up for playing Muster for battle next turn to deal with the 1/1s that come out. But crushed, man. Can't Ram Wrangler yet. Hopefully we can top deck either Houndmaster, Unleash the Hound, something like that. Power Shot would be pretty solid as well. We're scared, man. At least I am, because all these 1/1s can turn into 3/3s next turn. They typically run 2 Quartermasters. Scary. Wow. Not playing around Unleash at all. After a long, suspicious delay of thinking about it. Probably means he's got Quartermaster, and we're screwed. Nah, he didn't slam it down yet, so that's good. No True Silver in his hand, that's important to note. True Silver would have definitely come out to play here, I think. Maybe not. Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't kill the beast. He didn't kill it last turn, so it wouldn't really make sense for him to kill it this turn. Yep. Alright, maybe we'll get Unleashed or something. We dodged the juggle, that's pretty good. So we could play a 5-mana 3/3, that seems pretty bad. I think we'll just play the old hero power. And then we got Savannah Jaime next turn and a Ram Wrangler, maybe make something happen. No. We can Hunter's Mark trade that. No taunt Murloc. Ow, that actually hurts. Alright, killing this for sure. That thing just gets too much value. Then we got Ram Wrangler coming up next turn, or possibly a Houndmaster kill command, depending on what happens here. Easy King Crush hype. No Owl. No Dr. Boom. Yes, trade. No Consecrate. Oh man. If you guys got Aldor Consecrate, we're screwed. I mean, Aldor actually doesn't do too much here. Looks like he's got Aldor Consecrated. God, I just love getting roped every turn. Tempo Houndmaster. Only play. If he's got Tyrion behind this, we are toast. Let's enjoy waiting till rope to find out if he's got Tyrion. Oh shit. Well, Belcher is manageable to beat. We're gonna need a top deck though. Beast would be solid. Top deck Beast or Unleash? We got some good juggle opportunities. Like, we're dead. I'm not taking this. I'm not giving him the satisfaction. I will just leave. Oh, Hearthstone crashed. Alright. Coming back. Solid turn. Alright, next up, Druid. Get her done. I mean, I don't know for sure if he was sniping, like, I can't say with certainty, but I definitely felt like it. I mean, who plays around... doesn't play around Houndmaster, but then plays around, Ram Wrangler the next turn? It's pretty suspicious, and then a few of the other things. I don't know. Alright. Crashed again. I don't know if Hearthstone's down or something. What's going on? There's no announcement about Hearthstone going down. How's everybody else doing while jogging in? Alright. Since I can't play a game, I'm going to show that rogue deck that I was supposed to show that one guy that donated $1. This is my standard tournament rogue. From like way back one. I think I won both Gfinities while playing this rogue deck, and one other tournament. So, while playing this rogue deck, I've won like 15 grand from tournaments with it. It's been in a lot of my tournament lineups. Like, it's been consistent, and I've had it around for a long time. Pre-Blackrock Mountain, I played this rogue deck. It was old. It's a pretty nice rogue deck, though. So that's the guy that's asking about rogue. Definitely tier 2 though now, not tier 1. It feels bad, but like rogue is not as good as it used to be. Rogue's one of my favorite classes, but not as good as it used to be. Now my favorite class is by far Priest. I love playing Priest. You do weird shit with Priest. Like, look at this. You got Confessor Paldris is dope. You got like Justicar thrown in here, Frost Giant's Mind Control. Like, Priest is cool, man. I love Priest. Bone Guard Lieutenant. Like, you do so much weird crap with Priest and get away with it. Because all Priest decks are bad, so it's still bad, so then you're still doing what Priest does. Anyway, that's going to be the end of my stream because I can't play anymore. Or, I don't know, I could, like, do something else, maybe, but... eh. You guys would make fun of me playing other games. I'm actually pretty good at other games. But... it's about the end of my stream time anyway, so... take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Feel free to drop a follow. Feel free to look out for the Firebat Swiss coming out soon. Follow me on Twitter if you want to hear any more information about that as it gets closer to the date, which is the 22nd. So the 22nd is the actual launch date for that. It's going to go up on Strivewire on the 14th. So everything's all set. I got a production team ready. It's going to be, the top 8 of the tournament's going to be casted. It's going to be over 3 days. We got a solid prize pool set up. We got giveaways. We got all this other crap going on. It should be pretty sweet. So look forward to it. Right now, actually, I think the player cap's either 2,048 or 1,024. So not everybody can play in it. It's going to be first come, first serve. So make sure you pay attention. Follow me on Twitter. Follow the stream here to keep updates about that tournament coming up. Also, make sure you stay tuned to Star Ladder. I'm in the second phase of Star Ladder now. If I win Star Ladder, then that would be my second time winning the same tournament series back-to-back. I'd be the first player in Hearthstone to do that ever again. So, that'd be really cool. So I'm looking forward to try and do that. And then I have a show match coming up against Freaky. And you can donate to the prize pool of that if you're a fanboy of me or Freaky. And that's in the bottom link below. You get $1 for free just by like putting in that little code thing. So you can just add $1 to that prize pool if you feel like it.
feel free to do it, not do it. I don't know. It's some promotion for Matcherino, which is an up-and-coming stream hosting site thing where they can do show matches between whichever players that the fans want to see happen. So feel free to check that out. Anyway, take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in.